My dad used to listen to that song all the time when I was a kid.
The fuck is going on?
So we do this. So
this is good. We'll continue on with this. This is funny shit. We're live, not really.
Do you want to do the introduction this time? What? You want to do the introduction this time? I'm good. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to, after a week off, to the Aftershock Corner Season 3, Episode 9.
8.
I thought you said it was it. I thought last one.
Okay.
This is 8. Oh, this is
Season
8?
3, Episode 8. Okay, we're getting there. Move on.
Okay. So Episode 8. I am Owen the Birthday Finch, the host, the guy that runs the show. These guys are my peasants.
Oh, well, then you're not the champion now, are you?
You're not the host, are you? Whose YouTube channel is it?
Well, I'm the fucking champion.
So you want to do your introduction now, then?
I am the fucking champion of the universe. The universal champion.
That's not the universal.
Universal championship, because I'm the champion of the fucking universe. The WCW
Tell
World
that to Goldberg.
Television Champion. Goldberg doesn't fucking have shit on me. I spear his ass and beat him in 15 seconds.
Well, it's good. I wouldn't want to
Yeah,
get
okay.
Cleveland
Yeah,
Steve
well,
from
no one's
Goldberg.
talking to you right now. Mr. Duh.
So that's your nickname now. Finally has a nickname.
That's my nickname until I'm not champion anymore.
So after WrestleMania?
I'm just gonna be Chris.
After
that. I don't even have any of the
NXT
name.
Takeover Orlando, you're just going to be known as the artist formerly known as Mr.
I'm gonna come in all depressed. Don't worry, guys.
Alright, so then we
It's
have.
hard anyways.
So this is also.
I'm the angel of the morning. I'm King Tut.
Oh, you kind of changed your nickname a little bit.
I just wanted to keep on going with that joke.
So
He's in the arms of the angel.
now we have. Now we have the final person we have to
put a
introduce.
depressing video up now.
I am Steve.
Uh-oh, no,
No.
do it.
Do it.
Table Slayer.
No.
Steiner.
Oh, he did it! He did it!
No, you don't
Well, that was a mistake. I knew that was
I hit my somersault.
I knew that was a big mistake. The second you were laying on the table. I don't know what the fuck you were trying to accomplish there. But that's 2 episodes in a row that you fucked up everything you were trying to do.
0 for 2.
You didn't even apologize to the table. Jesus Christ.
No, I changed my name. Now the Table Slayer Steiner.
You're gonna apologize to the table.
Alright, I'm still the Smart Slayer.
You didn't apologize to it.
You gotta go apologize.
Go hug the table.
What the fuck are you doing? Just
Jeremy
go around.
Smith.
Jesus Christ. No one can see you anyways.
You're the inspiration.
Not even on. You're not even on.
You're
the
the
fucking
podium.
screen.
That's the podium.
There's a podium, a version of a table. I am hugging the table.
Can I have my podium, please?
I am like rocking the thing.
What are you
Right
trying
now,
to
I'm
do?
going to
No one
show
can see
you
you.
what Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods were doing to Paige earlier with this podium.
Whoa.
So you see.
Whoa, PG. This is a PG show.
Hey, keep in your pants.
Hold on.
Hold it right there.
Hold it.
Oh Jesus Christ, we got a double D.
You're being arrested for molestation of a kid.
Ah, come on, I didn't do it. I was framed.
He's out of here. Alright, so we've been off for a week, and we're gonna have the
What
same
shit happened?
A lot of shit's happening.
What shit?
Because we didn't do a show last week. We missed.
I can tell you this right now. Do not waste your time watching 2 hours and 50 minutes of Raw. Just watch the last 20 minutes of it, because you're gonna waste your time watching the rest of the show.
So, I guess Steve, what do you want to talk about? The floor is yours.
The floor,
Nice
well,
day.
technically the floor is his,
So,
because he's assaulted it many times.
Yeah.
let's talk. Since I just brought it up, let's talk about some interesting news that has come out online.
Paigey Poo got fucked in the poo poo.
So let's let Steve talk. This is Steve's time.
I believe her full name is Soraya J. Beavis, otherwise known as Paige. Had some very interesting photos leaked,
Video too.
as well as 2
Many,
short
many,
films.
many videos.
Yeah, so it turns out she's been fucking around with Xavier Woods and Brad Maddox, and I'm not just using that fucking around term in,
No, they literally had a threesome.
I'm being very specific right now.
Xavier
Popular.
was fucking Paige, and Brad Maddox was filming it, and then they switched.
Yeah.
To the point where then Brad Maddox was fucking Paige, and it was a very interesting video.
So those videos we saw then,
I guess.
the first one, when we saw someone actually fucking her, that was Brad Maddox
Yeah.
probably.
It was Brad Maddox in the first video. The second video, you can clearly see it's fucking Xavier Woods.
I didn't see the second. I couldn't.
I
find
saw
it.
a screen cap of it.
Yeah.
Ready?
So-
So Paige wanted to figure out why his last name was Woods.
Yeah.
Well, now there's a whole new meaning to the word rampage.
And now there's a whole new meaning to the word
See,
studios.
there's
And
a
now
thing
there's a
now,
whole
so
meaning to the
the
wrestling
submission
company.
sorority, what they originally called Paige, Becky, and Charlotte,
Yep.
was a
What's
sex
that?
term.
Let's see.
Now, and then she used the Paige Turner, who's a porn star, and now they have the Rampage, which has a whole new meaning to it now.
Yep.
Because they were literally ramming Paige.
Which, by the way, Owen points out too. Can't wait to see those videos come out.
I should give my opinion on the whole situation.
Go check your
Everyone's
porn out, guys.
entitled to
It's
do
there.
whatever they want in their free time. I guess in the end, I kind of feel bad that it happened to Paige. At the same time, I look at Xavier, walk away, and think, lucky son of a bitch, but whatever.
Back when Paige was really hot. Like,
Yeah, not Pages. It's just.
now Paige is not hot anymore.
Paige is just.
I mean,
I remember you used to like Paige. That no.
that
that
ass right.
was, was that Paige? That wasn't Paige. You used to say.
considering it was Xavier
It was
Woods,
Paige.
it was on one
Yeah, that was the
thing to
original.
say.
That was
Back
the
when she was
original.
hot.
That was the
Well,
original.
one thing to
Badass.
say about this situation. Once you go black, there ain't going back out of it.
Plus, you
Well,
also.
she did that.
Well, she went Mexican.
Yeah, she went back to Brad
one-
Maddox. That's
one-
even worse.
Her and her Mexican.
Ready?
Apparently that's not
Ready?
racist,
Ready?
though.
Ready? Why don't you go? I was like, why don't you go Mexican? You get the shit.
It's time to bring in an old friend. I'm gonna go get him.
Uh-oh, who's
Don't
this?
dare. See, you actually went off the screen this time.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do, because she's gone Mexican.
Oh my gosh,
We're
no.
gonna send her down, and we're gonna build a wall
We're gonna
around
fucking- what is this,
WWE
fucking
HQ.
impersonation
No
city?
more papesicles, no more leaves. Ah, shit, here it comes again. I gotta get out of here.
Uh-oh, I don't think this is gonna go. Oh no!
Someone's gonna fucking break a leg.
I thought Steve was gonna trip over the cord. But anyhow,
He ran away.
yeah,
So,
why is
He-
he's taking his podium.
Yeah.
on your phone now.
I know. That's
So, and,
The podium's been violated.
yeah, so wasn't Paige.
But anyhow, so
Paige has violated in many more ways than one
I
that she thoroughly
think
enjoyed.
so I heard about it. You had mentioned, but then I couldn't. I'm like, I want to access these just so I can see what.
See, it got taken down relatively quickly, so
Yeah.
you can't really, couldn't
you
really
sure?
see.
But there's one video which is like.
Yeah, it's just
Let's see when you get a virus on your computer. they
you
go-
gotta go look. Yeah, I know where to look.
You got a virus on your computer?
No.
Oh, okay.
All you gotta do is turn the page.
But anyhow, so Paige. So I guess I could say what these.
Look deep
So
into
one
the
video
voice.
shows Paige practicing with the
Lost in the
yo-yo.
Lost in the woods, baby.
Let's not go into
Just don't go
details.
grab
I mean,
anything.
keep in mind, this is YouTube.
Yeah. True. But
Links in the description.
everybody's talking.
Links in the description.
Everybody talks about how. So we've been talking about it. We don't think Paige is gonna get fired.
No.
Yes!
That's
Yes!
gonna be the title.
A new
What?
page.
Episode 8.
A new page. A new page. Put that on there.
And episode 9 will be into the
Or Rampage.
We'll be talking about it next week,
Alright,
so.
this is fucking hysterical.
But anyhow,
a mad scientist is a brand scientist.
so we don't think Paige is gonna get fired. We've
No,
talked about it.
neither will Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
Because
Even if Brad, I mean, well, maybe Brad Maddox would have because he was actually filming it. But,
well, he's actually, like in the company.
Yeah. So he's.
but,
he's
so,
already
even if he was, I think he would have been because he technically was on filming it. But anyways,
Xavier. So.
so
So now,
neither of them are getting fired.
Yeah.
Because it would be, like, why are you firing them when you bring back Owen?
Plus,
Like, because-
you gotta remember, a couple years ago, Seth Rollins, he was dicking around too. I actually.
That was great.
intended.
oh man.
And he was WWE World Champion within the next month. So.
I imagine that tonight there's gonna be a conversation behind the camera like this. Xavier, get in here. Good job. That's gonna be it. Handshake.
And obviously, we know
You fucked hot, Paige.
Here.
Paige is
I'll put the title of what you played Minster.
Alright, I'll do one.
You played. We go.
No, I'm going.
Where are you going?
Oh, we're going back here. Yes.
This is
Great job, Xavier. You fucked hot, Paige.
Xavier, Good job, my son. This is
I'm gonna
new.
cop, you're arrested. For multiple charges of steroid use and child molestation.
Steroid use.
Okay, there was that one time with Linda at WrestleMania 17, but you can't prove it was me.
You said it like video camera.
Alright, she stood up.
She stood up. But, so my whole take on this thing is, it's kind of karma in a way for her. Because
I would not want to see karma.
Oh, I know, yeah, I know you would. But it's a whole, like, it's kind of karma in a way if you think of it. Because she's, been dodging WWE for so long.
Yeah.
And she got suspended twice for not showing up for drug tests, even though she said she was on her way, but she was in a different state.
Yeah.
So it's kind of karma in a way that this
So is
happened.
she still currently suspended then or no?
No.
Okay.
The suspension ended like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
So it's just she's had that neck surgery and she's off for a while. But in a way, it's kind of karma
Yeah.
because she's been treating WWE like shit since while she's still employed by them.
Since around the brand split time.
Yeah.
Well,
Where she complained constantly.
so a lot of people complain.
But then,
But there's also I didn't
but
see
she's not
Carmella and
gonna-
Big Cass complaining when they were separated. So
and then we have, the whole situation, they're not gonna fire her because The Rock's making a movie for her,
Yeah.
so they wanna get some.
that's who's
out of
saving
that.
her in the fact that it wouldn't make any sense to fire her, but then
Yeah.
and Xavier would bring back Hulk Hogan because
And not
he's-
fire Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
having
And,
him.
people, it's more so like it's not their fault
Yeah, no.
because it's their private information,
Yeah.
private videos, private pictures that are
But this
getting
does
leaked. It's
teach you,
not their fault.
this does teach you a lesson though, and I hate saying this, that be careful what you film because it could get used against you eventually.
Exactly. Like it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like
Listen,
be smart.
I will never criticize someone for what they do in their private life.
I don't either.
That's their, if they wanna do that with their cell phones. go
Wait a
ahead.
minute, you don't either. What about Tom Phillips, buddy? That was his private life.
well, it got leaked out to the fucking world for everyone to see.
Oh, well, so
So-
does Paige.
But Paige is more severe than his.
Oh my gosh.
Tom Phillips said he wanted to face fuck someone, but Tom Phillips is already a douchebag.
Yeah, I know.
Paige wasn't really like much of a drama queen until Alberto came in the picture.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Well, she
what-
already
So
was
I don't,
before,
I don't blame her as much.
Well, she was the man of the Divas Revolution anyway. She already was before.
Yeah, like but still, like
I'd say
it's,
well,
it's
when,
not
like-
really her fault. Like a person with malicious intent
Yeah.
intended to distribute this to the world. Meanwhile, one person posted the
Well,
conversation.
She wasn't the only one. She was not the only celebrity at least.
Yeah, there's a bunch of celebrities that have been leaked over the past
Yeah,
couple
I
years,
read that.
even the most recent ones too. But like that was with malicious intent, so people could see it.
And
This
obviously
one
now
was
this
one
person-
person releasing it to alert other women
There's
that
one
Tom
person-
Phillips is looking for a side bitch.
There's one person that this person's being sued by Paige's mother.
Yeah,
Gawker.
it's not Gawker. It's
It's him.
some master hacker, obviously, because they get in the cloud and shit. But
Yeah, it's him.
Maybe it's Solomon Quo.
It's gonna be.
It's a hacker.
It's gonna be a person we've never.
Yeah, we're not
heard
doing
before
reviews. I
called,
just have that for a guideline.
Matt
Are you-
Radix.
Are you just looking at it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but in the end, though, none of this is Paige's fault.
No, no, no.
None of it's Xavier's fault. So they don't deserve to be fired for it or a stupid mistake.
I
Essentially,
agree.
That's what it was.
Alright, so.
So that's your turn because we kind of covered what we needed to.
Alright, so.
Unless there's anyone else anyone wants to say on the matter. Any jokes you want to get out?
And we'll get. I think
We've got all the jokes out. You know, we got.
Let's just turn the page and do something else.
Alright,
That
let's
was a
go
joke.
on to.
Rampage occasionally
Alright.
featuring.
So what do you want to talk about, John?
I want to
I
talk
get- I
about
get
the
fucked with
rumored
Rampage.
WrestleMania 34 main event.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
But they said, "Oh yeah, the lads." Oh, like, dude, what are you fucking Sheamus now? Oh yeah, lads.
Once you found out, do you want me,
Oh, yeah,
so do you want, to read want me to get the article up for you, or do you not need the article?
I don't need the article. I know what everything's about. I actually saw a video this
Don't
morning.
say now. Oi. Oi lads, get over here. My name's Seamus. Team Nobles is
Shut
all.
up, you go. Alright.
All right. So talk about the.
Sheamus.
All safe for service.
You
I
sound,
am
you
going-
sound Australian, man.
He
All
turned
safe
Australian.
for service. I am getting booked on the.
What the hell are you doing?
It's meeting.
Okay.
I apologize for that rude Irish impersonation. Hope y'all had a great
Oh,
National
y'all,
Day.
are you Southern now?
I did actually.
Oh, y'all.
I hope You all had a great St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, did boy, now shut the fuck up and we talk about the fucking so totally fucking thing.
Oi! I forgot to bring one of these pin hat.
Aww.
It's
Alright,
a green,
it's a
it's a
fucking
green
picture.
Irish pin hat too.
So, let's talk about this. The WrestleMania 34 main event, which was announced.
It's
From-
rumored anyways.
Yep. Rumored.
Potentially announced.
A rumor, but the source is the most credible source in any of the wrestling media.
Sports Cube.
And no, the announcer.
Yeah.
I saw it on Lords of Pain, so, and Lords of Pain's like 9 out of 10 times right, so you know what's.
Is the video game man though? Is that like one of the more credible sources in the entire wrestling media? That's not like employed by WWE or anything.
He's been wrong.
Yeah.
Dave Meltzer.
Anyhow, get on.
Oh, everyone's been wrong at some point then. Just not, Meltzer's been wrong,
You've been wrong.
Brian Alvarez has been wrong,
Yeah, I've run the table.
everyone's been wrong at some point.
John's been wrong.
We've all been wrong.
Yeah. Paul Heyman's been wrong.
I stole someone's t-shirt. I was wrong once.
Yeah, but a year and a half ago wrong.
I'm getting it. Hey.
Hey, I'm getting it. When the you've been
It's
saying
been a
this for
year.
a year now.
It has not been a year yet. At the Hall of Fame ceremony, it'll be a year.
That's in a week.
Fuck.
No, it's wait, it is?
Shit.
Yeah, it's in a week.
It's a week of like Friday,
Friday.
isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll probably have the t-shirt by then.
Probably.
You know what? I'll have you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll have you order a T-shirt from thevideoshop.com, and then once it's delivered, you give it to me.
I do not have a credit card number. Oh.
Get one.
You're fucked.
If you don't have one,
You don't have a
get
debit
one.
card
Here's
yet?
what happened. Is
You don't have a debit card yet? You're 20?
19 going on.
I had mine at 17.
I know, I do.
Alright.
The fuck do you know
I
a debit
apologize
card?
that I did not get you a WrestleMania 32 shirt. Can I make it up to you by getting you a WrestleMania 33 shirt?
So you can make it. Actually, no. You better take it WrestleMania 34.
Deal.
Alright.
Alright, you're going to WrestleMania! Anyhow, talk about those rumored
We have video evidence too.
I'm pretty sure you should have said that on video evidence.
Yeah.
See, I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble.
What?
Anyhow, so talk about this.
I like the shirt.
Talk about this rumored WrestleMania 34 main event before.
Okay, so the main event of WrestleMania 34 supposedly, as of right now, is going to be Brock Lesnar going into the thing as champion. Going up
Universal
against-
champion,
Universal champion against.
Such a thing as champion.
Well, there's two world titles now, so.
The thing.
Roman Reigns. Again. Alright.
Coming from a Roman Reigns fan, you want to give my,
No, this is his time.
You go
This is
first.
my
I'm
time.
sorry.
My time.
You're going to take it and I'm going to shine. There's your Burke.
No, the Triple H's
Listen.
original theme song.
Next time.
Yeah, you know next time. Anyway, so okay, let's be honest here. Roman Reigns is not working as the top babyface.
Especially after what he's been doing, with the stuff he's been saying and stuff like that.
Let's hear. There is no possible way that he's babyface in this feud with Taker.
He just said he's gonna retire the guy. You don't say you're gonna retire the Undertaker and then go baby. You gotta admit, you don't say that.
You do not say things like that. Chris,
As a
you do not say
babyface.
things like that.
You do say things like that. It's called confidence.
That's called cockiness.
Confidence, baby.
And the way he was acting against Shawn Michaels, he was acting like a dick to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was trying, but Shawn Michaels, no,
Shawn
then,
Michaels is already a dick hand.
yeah.
Shawn
Plus
Michaels
two,
is
it
the biggest
probably
dick
cost
in
Roman,
professional
it
wrestling.
probably cost,
Literally.
Hey, he was. Born again Christian.
That doesn't fucking matter. He's still a huge dick.
No. The biggest dick in all of it, you have to agree, Burke.
no, biggest dick, $90 to talk to the guy at the wrestling.
Yeah, that's a
Well, I think.
So how much money-
$145,000 just to get an autograph.
According to Pace,
So
the
how much-
biggest dick is Xavier Woods, but I mean,
The question I have for you though is, I know this is like, how much money do you think it cost Roman Reigns to get that promo with Shawn Michaels?
I saw Brad Maddox. So
His entire set.
And anyhow, continue.
it's impressive, but still.
Let's let John continue talking about this main event.
yeah.
Vince McMahon is, if this really is the plan, is insane.
I like to believe
We've
that
tried this 3 times.
I like to believe that a year can change things, but ooh, this
Again.
gonna have to be a.
Again, see,
4 years. Last 4 years.
me
31
personally,
Main event. Got booed out of the
I'm gonna play the wait and see card.
Well, let's let John talk.
Let me finish, damn it.
32.
32. Got booed out of the building again.
In the match, but the match also
33.
sucked.
The match sucked, and he was booed out of the building because he won.
Yeah.
He was more the heel than Triple H was. Triple H was
He speared the guy's wife.
yeah, like
Oh, come on, she's a bitch.
Straight right in the titties.
She deserves it.
Yes.
He was rumored to be in the main event of WrestleMania this year, which he was supposed to, but then they pulled it for Brock versus Roman.
Yeah. Which is worse.
Hey, all I gotta say to the smarks up there, your fault.
How's the
You could have given Roman a shot.
We did.
But you didn't. You pushed him aside, and now you're complaining about Plan B when you should have stuck to Plan A, because you know what Roman is? A young talent that should be getting pushed.
I would have preferred Roman Reigns, a full-timer, main eventing over the two part-timers and Goldberg and Brock. That's not the issue even.
Yeah, no, that's not the issue. The issue here is that they're trying for a fourth straight time to make him a top 80 face. It's not working. It's not working.
But you could say the same for Cena too.
Well, Cena got cheered. Cena at least
Stick
got
the
cheered.
process out.
He got cheered for, I want to say the majority of his run, and then he got started getting booed, and that's when they started to be pushing. Now Cena's going to turn 40. He's taking more acting roles. He's taking a part backseat, so they need a new top guy. Roman Reigns is not the top guy.
Now there's.
But when Cena was the top guy, everyone hated him.
Well,
now look at him
it's
now.
split.
People are cheering him now.
It's split.
You wait the process out.
10 years, that's 10 years. We're 4 years into this, and they're still booing the shit.
It was 4 years into Cena's phase turn, they were booing him. Still.
They weren't nuclear heat.
Well, John, you gotta remember too.
Yeah,
well,
he did get
the only
it.
issue, Roman's not the main. I mean, that's a big issue. But then the main issue, another main issue, is that Brock Lesnar's gonna be holding on to this title
For a year.
Yeah. Now it was okay to have him hold the belt. Maybe it was too
He's
long.
done it
but
once. He's
not for a year though.
Not for a year. Like, we're only on the belt. See the belt 4 times.
Plus two, like
The
Raw.
last time he won the championship, he held it until WrestleMania.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
And he won it for, that's a long time.
Yeah, 6 months. This is longer.
This is and now the difference is too.
Hey, he's gonna defend the title what? 2, 3 times?
Yeah, 4 times.
Here's the difference too. Raw. There's a brand. The brand
Also
split this
going
time.
into WrestleMania, he will be 40 years old.
Yeah.
So.
The difference is too is that, you know, the brand split's different.
They need a new top guy. And here's the thing with Roman. I think they have to turn him heel.
They have to after this feud.
So how are they gonna turn Brock face?
Brock is one of the most popular guys in the company. he'll be
I heard it differently last week.
Where's Ron? I didn't see him, so it's not.
It was in Chicago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Split reaction from
Really,
Brock
it was in Chicago? I thought Chicago was 2 weeks ago.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
Where was it last week then?
Philadelphia, I think.
I don't even know where it was last week.
Uh,
Either way, for the past like number of weeks, it's been boos for
But
Brock.
I was-
More than
He was
cheers.
cheered.
It's a split reaction, but I hear more boos than cheers.
I heard more cheers this week.
Who gets booed more? Roman Reigns or Brock?
Roman does, obviously.
Roman
But
gets the most heat in the company.
Roman does, but I'm saying stick the process out. You did what they did with Cena?
We
They-
did with Cena, but they had no one else. Maybe they had nobody else.
They have Roman.
They have Roman, but unfortunately, they've already dropped the ball. They could have made Roman his own person. That's the thing. Everybody keeps saying the top face has to be different from the previous top face, or else it'll fail. Let's take a look here. Let's start with Hogan. Hogan, top face for about, what do you say, 6 years maybe?
Yeah.
6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Top guy.
I would say probably 90 to like 92.
I would
Until
say-
Brett's emergence.
Yeah, well, they tried to make the top guy in the Ultimate Warrior. Flopped. Why did it flop? He was too much like Hogan.
Yeah.
Had 2 energized promos came out, had a quick squash match.
92, I think, or 93
Yeah,
was
like
when Brett took over.
91 is where they put the title on. That worked for about a year, and eventually it flopped. He fizzled out. Now, that's mostly because that was his own core.
Yeah, his own accord, yeah.
But fans enjoyed it.
he thought he should be paid more, but
Yeah.
he didn't really deserve it. But you know,
Continuing.
Then we got Brett and Shawn, who are much different than Hulk Hogan. 2 small, more technical guys. You know who's different from Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels? Stone Cold Steve Austin,
much different.
who was a
Brawler.
dude who didn't care,
Yeah.
came out, beat the shit out of someone, started wrestling. Which, by the way, because of his neck issues, he wasn't really the best wrestler either. So that's not what I mean. The
He was a
Rock-
great wrestler before that. Though.
He was still fantastic.
He was fantastic. When he busted his neck, he wasn't as good. He couldn't do much. He was like after that. And then you know what's different than Stone Cold? The Rock.
Oh, the Rock's a total package in professional wrestling.
Yeah, The Rock was.
Can get crowd reaction, massive crowd reactions.
Yes.
Can talk on the mic and can wrestle.
Yep, he was gonna.
You need those 3 things wanted to be the most complete package, and that's what Dwayne Johnson was. He was the most complete professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling.
One. He was complete. It worked. It worked for 2 years, and he went up to do movies. And Cena was a little bit too much like The Rock in terms of being this comedic jock.
Yeah.
But he was enough of his own character that it split the audience.
They kind of took away the character. They took away the thugonomics character.
Yeah.
That was too much like The Rock. Besides the fact, like, that was his verbiage was more like what The Rock was doing. They took that away. They made him his own character.
Yeah, it's like, so the crowd was split for a long time. And I would say they were split from 2005 to about, I want to say, when he started getting really big heat is when he was,
In 2010.
I would say, when he won the title, when he was having the Unification title match against Sandow, I think that, 2013, getting split, and he got booed immensely. They went down, won the US title, brought the US title back up.
Some people started to
Yeah.
like him.
Yep, some people
because he
started-
elevated that title and brought them, got some great matches out of guys.
Well, they got a rematch that day. It works both ways, but that's.
Takes two to tango.
Yep. But that same thing, Kevin Owens, Cesaro. Yeah, I did a great match with those guys. I'm not even tricked. They can both ways.
And then Roman.
And then Roman, when he first started out, was too much like Cena, so they started booing him. Problem is, they fixed it. He's still coming out to the Shield music. He's still coming
I
out.
like it.
Alright.
I have no issues with that.
Everything. I have to disagree with you on one thing when Roman started out, he was too much like Cena. Maybe when he started out on his own.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
But take a step back to when he was in the Shield, it was different.
Yeah, guess what? Yeah, cool.
See, the
And
thing
wait,
is too,
yeah,
right when the Shield split,
he was getting
he was
cheered.
cheered.
Yep,
Up until he got his
I want to say.
it was his appendectomy.
Yep, that's.
And then he came back at TLC. That was the last time because he came out to like a thunderous pop.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the last time that he ever got that mega cheer until a year later.
And then he won Superstar of the Year. People booed the shit out of it.
That was when he.
That's when it started.
Yeah.
And then
He
it
didn't
changed.
deserve it that year.
No, he didn't.
And it changed in the winter that year.
And then he started to do the Jack and the Beanstalk and suffering
Here's the
like a tad.
When he won the title on Sheamus though, that probably.
Yeah,
So they didn't like Sheamus.
People don't like Sheamus.
That's changed a lot now too. Also.
Yeah, but it's changed since then.
So what that says that Reigns in his current state can work if you create the perfect villain that nobody likes.
It's not gonna work now though.
It's not gonna work.
Not
You
gonna
think
work
Brock's
with Lesnar?
you think Brock that's
No,
the
I'm
perfect
saying
thing? Because guess what? Brock's gonna get cheered.
It should be someone else.
I think they should turn him heel, like the Nation of Domination. Remember that?
Right.
Remember that? Who? When Rock first showed up, people hated him.
Who's a decent wrestler that just bores you that you don't want to see?
Rusev.
Alright.
We already tried that.
But here's what you do. You make Rusev, you kind of revitalize him and you make him like really full on like Muhammad Hassan on American Badass.
He would. They tried that
They
already.
tried it already.
They did that already with him. So.
Okay. If it,
I'm talking like when Muhammad Hassan was like wicked.
They did that
with
too.
level heat.
yeah, they did. Well, the thing is,
I wouldn't say they went to that
well,
level heat with him yet.
Well, the thing is, there's no national tragedy to play off that. And
They
plus,
never said
he
that.
wasn't being un-American because he was from America. That was the gimmick.
Plus they tried it with Rusev, but
Rusev is already from Russia, is from Bulgaria.
See, so let me get this straight. So you're trying to convince me that Rusev is Russian when he's from Bulgaria and has a Bulgarian tattoo on his shoulder. You're trying to convince me that he's Russian.
Trying to
Nope.
All right. So another point that I'm trying to make here. I was saying, remember The Rock? Early on, The Rock's career, when he came on the Blue Ribbons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die, Rocky, die.
yeah, they hated the Rock.
Yeah. He was
No, actually, he was over for a little bit.
He was over for a little bit, like Roman.
Right after he won the IC title.
As they won the IC deal, boom, nuclear heat. Similar to Roman in a sense. Kind of came up with a little bit of the smiley goose.
Yeah.
Well, The Rock at the beginning was a smiling dude and stuff.
Yep.
Except
I'm just happy to be
sense.
here type of fucking like.
And then what did they do? Return of heel, this personality came out, the outer
So-
order, return of face.
Here's the
Turn him heel again.
Turn heel,
Here's the
face
thing.
again.
For Rock, it went from people hating him to people kind of liking him.
At the end of the,
Nation.
at the end of the
By 1999, he was the most
Roman
overactive
is kind of the opposite.
wrestling business. Steve
Because
Austin.
at first people liked him as a member of the Shield, sort of.
he was definitely the third wheel. He was definitely my third favorite out of the three.
Nah, he He was the one that hit the,
Roman's
here's the thing. They
I
always,
thought,
the big pop always came when Roman hit the powerbomb.
personally,
Or
like,
Shields fans.
I had no idea who Ambrose was prior to him coming up in WWE.
I mean, a Verge giant knocks. That's it.
I had to look him up to see who he was, but with Seth, I knew Seth was beforehand because I watched Ring of Honor matches. I knew Tyler Black was.
I knew him
And,
from
I
NXT.
knew him from Wrestling Society X,
Yeah.
an old TV show on MTV. And he was really fucking young and really fucking good. I remember, so it was like 2006. So I've been watching Seth Rollins for years. So I knew who he was. I had no idea who Roman was. So Seth kind of intrigued me because I knew who he was, and I knew how great he was, and that he was and still is my favorite.
Dean was a great promo, which if
My favorite out of the three, it was Dean at first.
I remember the first thing I said is, "There's no leader of the Shield. Shut up, Dean. You're the leader."
Well, Dean was originally supposed to be the top heel.
yeah, you
And
quite
Seth,
frankly,
and Seth was supposed to be like the mid-card face, and then Roman was supposed to be like a tweener in a way.
Well, for me with the Shield, I liked. So I think I liked Ambrose because he was the one that intrigued me. He was the one that they pushed.
Oh,
They flipped it upside down now,
Yeah.
and Ambrose
And then
was
I
like
think,
mega over.
I think like to Survivor Series when Roman Reigns got that big moment when I like Roman more, and then I like.
like I enjoyed Roman for the first year and a half. It's when it's after he came back.
Yeah.
And he started to cut John Cena from. I was like, this is not going to go well. It didn't. And it booed him. They still boo him because he's still.
Even the promo style has changed.
Even though the promo style has changed, his damage is already done.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's like now
They're
we're
way too long.
Yeah, we're in damage control here. Like we've been doing that for a year. He's not good at promos. So what do? We stand out there in 20 minutes.
You have to admit, here's the thing. The modern crowd, I'll just say it, is probably one of the worst crowds comparing it to the Attitude Era crowd.
They're the same crowd.
No.
Yeah, they are.
No.
It's
ROH wasn't big in 1998. New Japan was big in America in 1998.
They're
There was
still the
just-
same crowds though.
There was
They liked who they liked to be cheered
See,
for.
those kids that were Attitude Era kids are now grown adults,
Yeah, they just
and it's still the same crowd.
still the same crowd.
I have to disagree. Not the same attitude though.
Well, see, we'd like to have more realistic motherfuckers having fights, and what we have king bullshit.
Plus-
Back in the day, people wanted the Battle of the Giants. Now it's just the
Yeah,
Battle of.
No, that was the 80s.
That was the 80s, not the 90s.
The 90s, they
It
cared
went
about
from-
wrestling,
it went from
promos, and
wanting
titties.
Goliath
That's all they
versus
cared
Goliath.
about.
Alright, here's the way I see it.
Yes.
Went from Goliath versus Goliath, which is good. David versus Goliath, which can tell a pretty good underdog story. And then David versus David, which is just.
Too small.
bleh.
So you don't like Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins?
I'd say that.
Or Daniel Bryan versus.
That's David versus David.
Yeah, that's David versus David.
Here's the thing.
Or Bret
you
Hart
can't-
versus Shawn Michaels.
Here's the thing, you're not gonna build a company around.
Great matches right
Two.
there.
Also, Steve
Small.
Austin wasn't the best physique either. He was like 6 foot even, about 250 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince is the better shape
He
than
was
he was.
he might have been no David, but he was no Goliath either, but he was
Austin
in
was
between.
David.
That made, no, he was like in between.
If you put it like Austin was David and Vince was Goliath, if you put it like that.
Yeah.
He's
Because
going against the corporation.
yeah, because Vince was like the big like fucking douchebag who everyone hated, and it worked.
And then
It
how-
worked. Everyone hated Vince. Not one
And-
person in wrestling at that time could say they liked Vince McMahon because you know why? Because they want to get Steve Austin,
Anyway.
and it worked.
Anyhow,
perfectly.
here's my point. If they turn Roman heel and he almost immediately starts getting
Well, so-
cheering
Dolph
reaction.
Ziggler is my little platform there.
Well, that's the thing. He's a heel, but they put him as a face, which makes no sense.
So
why is it 2-1
It's gonna-
if
it's
he's
gonna
gonna be
happen.
heel and he's gonna get cheered, then it was completely
Well, that's not.
pointless.
That's no guarantee.
I'm just saying, if it does happen,
That's no
then
guarantee.
you know what? Turn him immediately back into a face.
But
For
keep-
one of two
here's the thing,
things.
here's the thing.
Either, okay, we'll see if.
Keep
if-
doing this. Here's what I would do. I would change everything. Bro. I would give him a new look. I would give him new gear. I would give him new music. I would give him new stage. Have him evolve past the Shield. Cut his hair. I would actually have him cut his hair.
Just like Rusev did.
It's just Rusev. Yeah.
Except for he got heat for it.
Yeah. Plus two, you
That's what I
can't.
would do.
That's part of the reason
You
why
can't.
he
With
was
the
off
stuff.
TV.
With the stuff Roman Reigns is saying now to the Undertaker, saying he's gonna retire the Undertaker.
Yeah. No.
You don't say that, then stay a babyface.
Yep.
from that.
Yep. No, then after WrestleMania, they'll come out.
Vince.
Ready? You'll come up. You'll come on to this. You know, I was happy with my match WrestleMania. I respect the Undertaker now. Whoop, moving on with my list. If he does that, I jump the TV. Because I get a prime opportunity to turn heel right now.
They have the chance, but they have the chance right now.
Well, there's no chance at WrestleMania. Hey, Chris. 20. That's the number.
Brass knuckles.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So, we're going to, first of all, we're going to kill a 50-year-old man who has a damaged shoulder beyond repair.
Well, when I hit his shoulder,
Needs hip surgery.
when that hit
And
his
it's
head.
very brittle. So now what we're gonna do? 20 brass knuck shots to the head. That literally fucking kills him. Great job, Steve.
How brass are the WWE's brass knuckles? Like,
That's really
they're
weird. He
rough.
got arrested for having rape in an airport.
Wait, what?
You
Yeah,
didn't know that?
he got arrested for having fake brass knucks. Because he used to carry him in his luggage. Or his carry-on or whatever.
Yeah, just in case it
Yeah,
came
but
on pictures.
alright, I'll just say, I have actually been to a WWE event where I've been able to get up close and feel the weapons they use. And I just say, any one of us could take a full force shot from any of those guys and probably get up fine.
I know.
I mean, maybe not Owen.
I mean, that's still like plastic hitting you in the face, though.
Well, I'm talking about in the back, if you take it right.
Why not me?
So brass knuckles, you can hit someone in the back with a brass knuckles.
No,
Wait a minute, but why not? Why wouldn't I get up from
they're
it?
basically rubber.
But why wouldn't I get up from it?
They're,
It still hurts, though. It's not like he's hitting you with foam.
Why didn't I get up from it though?
alright, you know that, alright.
You gotta answer my question.
It's literally foam. It's not foam.
Alright, the point is, you don't,
Where you going?
the point is, I'm not saying, alright, I am saying, alright,
Big John's leaving.
Yes, class.
although 20 brass knuckle shots may be a bit much.
No, Steve. It's not much actually. It's the perfect amount. You're gonna kill
we
someone.
didn't.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why do you think I would get up from that type of shit?
I was screwing with that.
Opinions of the WrestleMania 34 Roman main event.
And the thing is, you have to, have Undertaker win the match at WrestleMania 33,
That's obvious.
but
Have Roman win, retire the Undertaker.
have Roman beat him down after the match.
Which, by the way, I'm just gonna say right now, that match is gonna suck hard.
No, I don't. I think it could do it.
Have Roman beat let's
So-
just say, keep it at this. Have Undertaker win
Where's
the
that
match,
Shane versus
but after the
Undertaker?
match, have Roman Reigns beat the Undertaker down beyond repair.
How about we just don't injure the Undertaker? How about that? How about that neat little idea?
Then everyone
Consider the
knows
fact that he's
Roman-
52
then
and
everyone
like
hates Roman
is
Reigns.
on his deathbed.
Oh,
So-
by the way, one more thing, I wanna point this out, before I leave. I wanna talk about Cashzona for about 1 second.
Okay.
Catch us out on
Yeah,
1
if there's
second.
any weight.
Here's what I said.
1 second.
Get new gear, please. Cause I saw a picture of him.
Yeah.
His tights were all the way up here, and he's got a big white T-shirt that's showing his big bare gut.
And John, does it look like when he comes out, it always look like he's gonna cry.
I looked at it, I was like, good God, you're fat.
Yeah.
He is very fat.
Yeah, it's like,
But do you
It's a
really,
fat-
was it
it's a
just
fat
me?
man.
Does it always look like he's gonna cry?
I saw it still pretty
see,
good. It did not look good.
I don't care that he's fat. I don't care that it looks like he's about to cry. He still looks fucking great in that ring.
Yeah,
He's fucking phenomenal.
No, he does, but I'm saying.
What move up?
He did the Diamond Dust, which is like
Yeah,
flipping gutter, and it looked
Yeah,
fucking
plastic.
perfect.
Yeah.
Here's what I say, just,
And he's like
please.
fucking 900 pounds.
Here's what I say this. Just,
It always
you guys
does.
wait, fine. Just put on some pants. Okay. Nope.
I know.
Ready?
He's
Jesus,
probably
the
thinking
Lord, that's all of good and holy.
Whoever let him go out like that should be
He was
ashamed of
probably about
himself.
to buy pants, but then his ringtone hit, and all the cashier heard was, "Oh no!" So he probably just assumed, "Okay, I'll just take the pants back. Have a good day."
Ready? Jesus, that's all of good and holy. Please deliver me from Cashzona with short pants.
You know what I think every time he comes up like, oh no, Cassius Ohno's coming
Oh
up.
no, oh no, oh no. Here comes the gut. Oh no, oh no,
They
oh no.
should have the Kool-Aid man come out with them so they can do the "Oh yeah."
Oh no, oh yeah, no, oh yeah.
Cassius Kool-Aid.
Cassius Kool-Aid. Drinking that Kool-Aid, brother?
Oh yeah. But anyhow,
Except Roman Reigns flavored Kool-Aid.
Well, you can't play that. You're going to class.
Semen?
What?
He's semen?
No!
That's cool.
His Kemen.
That's the point. That's the joke. You just didn't. Okay, get up. I'm arresting you one more.
I am not under arrest. I did not do those crimes. That was Vince McMahon and Ronald Trump.
Well,
Those people don't exist because they're all you.
So
They're all
no. I'm just an innocent bystander.
Anyhow.
Yes.
No, you're
So,
not.
yeah, obviously, so just to
Yes,
say,
right.
I don't want to see Roman versus Brock in the main event of next year's WrestleMania.
I don't.
Because then it involves Brock holding on to the championship for a year.
And,
won't.
and they're gonna try to coronate him. Ready? I love their explanation. It's like, we're gonna coronate him as the next top babyface. Were we supposed to do that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
They're not
This
that's
year.
not-
And quite frankly, pretty much every year previous.
That happens every time.
Okay then. Apparently they're
But anyhow, so yeah, Roman, but then, and if Roman Reigns, like Roman Reigns can't say babyface after he's gonna say, I'm gonna retire the Undertaker.
Yeah. But
You
guess
don't-
what? Guess what? He'll come out to WrestleMania and do his scene.
Yeah.
I respect my opponent.
And
Better
John,
man that night.
and John, you and I, should send groups to the chat with middle fingers flipping that off.
All right, another one. Another round.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Chris just drops the fucking thing.
I will drop it, but that's my protest.
Did
That's
it
your
get,
middle
I don't know if
finger.
it got in the shot or not. Yeah, another round of middle fingers.
The only figure I have for one race is this one. Thumbs up, buddy.
That's not a
I'm
finger.
good.
So if he, you gotta admit,
Okay.
then he, how can you say he deserves to stay babyface after he says he's gonna retire the Undertaker? Is it cause they're doing your fantasy booking idea?
Me murdering the Undertaker?
And apparently that's what you want,
I didn't say it's what I want.
it's what you need.
Yes.
It's not what I want. It's what I need. It's
What
what
does everybody want?
No, it's like
What
Cassius
does
Ohno.
everybody need?
It's like what
You're
Cassius
the one who
Ohno.
says that.
It's like what Cassius Ohno said to Bobby Wood.
What does everybody love?
Hey, Steve. What? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh no, oh no.
But it's like what Cassius Ohno said to Bobby Wood a few weeks ago when we the WWE is doing what you want and what you need.
Here comes you, Steve.
What does everybody want?
Even though DC Carter's never been part of the company, we're still gonna keep
But
it.
anyhow, what do you want to talk about, Chris?
Hit the brass nuts.
Oh. And then you're dead with it. So what do you want to talk about, Chris?
We'll talk about everything. Hey, give me the fucking notes, okay? I will fucking
notes.
I will sit there. I will be your champion.
'Cause
I am
we
your
still
champion.
we still gotta talk about. We have a lot of stuff we still gotta talk about.
We do have a lot of shite.
You're a Shiite?
Because right now, Chris, you have the floor.
I have the floor because I am the floor.
You have the
Floor.
floor. So you can just pick anything on that stuff, or is there anything
Did you
can-
print off the notes for what we're talking about right now or no?
This is just guidelines, so. You know, anything that has to do with WrestleMania, NXT.
I hate it when I get
So-
that Snapchat. Hey, hey, hey. You did it today. No. You
Everyone
don't
knows
do
what
the
everyone
show.
did today.
What? We could go through the WrestleMania card and talk about what we think about it so far.
Yes, let's do that.
Alright, so you could say throughout the beginning, we'll just give our thoughts,
We'll say we'll go through the
what the storyline
the card. We'll go through the card. We'll say if we like the match or not like the match,
We'll say what's going on.
and then we'll give backstory.
What's going on?
So we'll start from the bottom up.
So there's gonna be a match, I think, Xavier Woods versus Brad Maddox in a steel cage match. And cage.
But anyhow,
The steel page match.
so this
Steel
match,
cage.
so this match is on Wikipedia. I don't know if it's on the website yet, but it's not. I don't know if it's confirmed because technically they have a storyline they can't
Yeah.
have. But it's we know what's happening, so we'll just talk about it. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, that match is definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's been officially confirmed yet. So I'll just kind of say, so pretty much what happened was AJ Styles is pissed off because he feels like he's been screwed out of main event of WrestleMania, which is actually true. He actually has been. You know, he came out last week and he cuts.
I feel like I've been screwed too.
These page jokes are just gonna keep coming and coming.
Oh yeah, they definitely will.
But anyhow, so AJ Styles talks about how when Cena came back, he immediately got a title shot and he flat out lost to Cena. And then he never got his one-on-one rematch. He had to deal with elimination chamber, a triple threat match, and elimination. He actually went out of order. He says he had to deal with a triple threat match that I didn't even get pinned in. And then he had to deal with the elimination chamber. He talked about how he won the battle royal, but then he had to go on and face Luke Harper for the right to main event. He actually won. He thinks he's main event in WrestleMania, and I like this line right here. But then you have Randy Orton who burns somebody's house down, and he gets the main event. Because we didn't actually do a show, Randy Orton did end up defeating AJ Styles. He's facing
It's
Bray Wyatt.
another, so we're about a fucking 2 weeks behind.
Yeah. And he says that, but if anybody else went and burned somebody's house down, they should be in jail. I like that line that he said. So then he says that him and Shane McMahon are going to have a talk. I don't really know why he's mad at Shane in a sense, because Shane McMahon...
Because Shane McMahon's the commissioner, and he can overwrite
I have a question.
what Dana Bryan says.
So
whatever Bryan says, Shane McMahon can say, no, we're not doing that.
Why didn't you say it last week? He's like...
They're both faces, why are they...
Yeah.
They're both buddy. Why would
any-
they do that?
It doesn't make any sense. Daniel Bryan, even on Talking Smack, had admitted he's down here, Shane's up here. So Daniel Bryan, so technically Shane McMahon should have been like, nope, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles is fighting for the belt at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Shane can overwrite the general manager because he is the commissioner.
So really, Shane...
Except for it's an awkward dynamic,
Yeah.
because both of them are baby faces.
So pretty much
they're not going to change. And so if Shane makes a match with himself against AJ, Daniel Bryan can't go, well, I'm going to change that because,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's going to be facing, Waldo the Clown.
Yeah.
He can't do
Who
that.
the hell is Waldo the Clown?
So this is like this is where like the babyface dynamic is just totally
Yes,
doesn't make
so
sense.
he agrees with them because they're both faces.
Because really what should have happened was Daniel Bryan should have been like, okay, I think Randy Orton to get the shot. Shane McMahon should like, no, AJ Styles is getting the shot. End of conversation. See you later.
See, they both said that the competitors. I think Bryan said that Randy should get the shot, and even Shane said AJ should get the shot.
Yeah.
And guess what? He beat up Shane.
Yeah.
Like Shane was supporting him, and
Yeah.
he beat him up. What?
It's because he can't punch Daniel Bryan in the face. He's a pencil neck.
I like how they even can make it feel like that Daniel Bryan can't punch people in like I can't
He
but
wants to punch Miz in the face, and I
But he-
support that fully.
But he can't.
Fuck you.
But he can't because I guess they're trying to make it seem like Daniel Bryan can't throw punches at anybody.
Oh yeah. He can't punch anyone until a year and a half when he goes to Japan and becomes the world champion.
Yeah,
He can't do
punch him.
that.
It's just gonna go, ow, my neck.
See, the thing is too, Daniel Bryan can punch someone. In a year and a half, when he leaves his fucking company and goes to New Japan, he becomes the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Because that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna go to Japan, he's gonna become a big star again. Because WWE's a fucking bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Let the guy wrestle. He wants to wrestle. He already said when his contract's up and he wants to leave. Not like he's 50-50, he's got a great job here in WWE. But
Plus
if he does leave, he already said he's gonna change up his in-ring style. So probably like no more headbutts.
Yeah.
Those are probably all gone. No more high flying. He's probably gonna strictly stick to what he did in Ring of Honor,
But I could-
which was he was a submission specialist.
He probably will. He said he's gonna have a kid by then too, so he's probably gonna want to change his mind
Yeah.
too. So. And he's
Honestly, if WWE's gonna rue the day that they let Daniel Bryan go and he becomes a megastar again in New Japan.
Yeah.
And you know
Because
what's
he was
gonna
already
be
a
worse?
big star. He was a gigantic megastar for Ring of Honor, and he was a huge star in Japan. Like,
Can you imagine too, like, because now the Bella Twins have them on YouTube. Can you imagine too, like, Daniel Bryan on the YouTube channel? He's going to be like, he'll get like a question, like they do the Q&As every week.
Yeah.
So he'll get a question saying, do you plan on coming back to WWE? He'll be like, not if they let me. I can just see the jabs that we get thrown out.
Obviously, because he can still wrestle.
And that's why too, he's on Talking Smack. I don't know if you've ever seen an episode,
I have.
but he just like he can say whatever the fuck he wants because they don't want to say you're fired. Because
also in that way too, of him having a kid, they've already given a name to their child.
yeah,
Birdie.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Not like there's enough stupid names on the planet anyways.
yeah. But anyhow, so then we just talked afterwards. AJ Styles goes backstage. He's waiting for Shane McMahon, and
He assaulted him.
You know, the guy who supported him
Yeah.
and said he should be in the World Championship match. He beat him up though.
Yeah. He beat him up, and even Finley has to hold him back.
That whole segment was comical.
Yeah.
Just when Finley came back there and was like, "We got some help." No one came. We got some help.
I like to like.
Okay.
These
Kinda like
We need the medics.
The funny thing is
Kinda like
like
that
normally when they
time
have these backstage
Kevin
fights, a bunch of people are like yo,
Yeah.
but like where the hell were they when she? And you think if she's the
I
commissioner,
feel like they were on the other side of the arena, like
Yeah.
running over there. It took
no,
them
but we
5
saw
years to get there.
we saw other guys backstage, and they just watched. You saw they were just watching it happen.
Oh my god, I could not stop
No,
laughing.
and then another thing, right?
Don't move, Shane, don't move.
Yeah.
We get some help.
The worst thing is, it's like,
I don't know.
That's
If
so
do
funny.
you remember too, like the way AJ Styles like hated Shane McMahon coming in, and it kind of looked like it was like a cartoon scene because like
It was.
yeah, it was like an episode of Tom and Jerry.
It's like, and then at the end of the night, he comes out and says, "AJ,
Well,
you have a match at WrestleMania," and they cut him off.
no,
They literally cut the fucking
It
DVD
reminded me of
off.
that SpongeBob episode. The secret formula.
It's literally what happened.
No,
they
no.
They cut him off.
There's one more thing
mid-sentence.
that happened before that. So,
So
then
we
Daniel
have to
Bryan is
watch.
all upset that he did this, so he fires AJ Styles, which makes sense, you know.
So they fired him so he can go to Raw.
Yeah.
Is essentially what it was because they've been trying to do this for months now. They've wanted him.
Oh, no,
they
no,
want.
guys,
They
he's
wanted
on
him
the
to
alumni
go.
page, it's real.
They wanted him to go. They've wanted him on Raw
I want this
since
tape for this
December.
part. I know you have to. But I don't know if you saw Target Smack. Daniel Bryan was like, that was just not a white way to go about getting in the main event. Well, let me remind you, Daniel, what did you do when you didn't get into the main event of WrestleMania?
Exactly.
He had a bunch of fans invade the show and whine like a baby.
He was, and that was fucking awesome.
Daniel, like most marks.
Isn't that kind of funny though? Daniel Bryan's
Hey.
all.
Hey, Daniel Bryan, until next month. AJ's gonna beat Shane, probably get that match. Alright, I got class.
This is your opinion on Daniel Bryan.
I'll be back.
I'll see you in like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, this actually comes better. Let's just keep it like this.
It does look better.
But yeah.
Makes it look like I'm on a fucking. I'm gonna talk campfire story.
Yeah, no. But anyhow, so this AJ Styles Shane McMahon match really doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but at
It
the same
does.
time, it does because now they have a reason for it.
Yeah.
Before it's like thrown out there.
Yeah.
Now it's like.
I definitely think they came up. A lot of this, you gotta admit, a lot of this card they came up like completely last minute though.
Oh yeah,
It's
a lot
not-
of it is. A lot of the shit's
this
not
match-
like. That's
if
what they
anybody-
do. Like WrestleMania cards, like the main matches on the cards are already figured out beforehand.
Yeah.
Like months and months and months beforehand. But like all the undercards, all the undercard matches, like the tag title matches, the women's title matches, are all like last minute. Like the world.
We're gonna get to the women,
both-
'cause one of
the
them
both
shouldn't have been last
championship, the
week.
both heavyweight championships. Those matches are already determined months and months in advance.
We're gonna get. One of the women's title matches didn't need to be. We'll get to that later on, but.
They're both clusterfucks.
Yeah. So, but this match kind of is a clusterfuck, kind of isn't a clusterfuck, because this has at least had a few weeks of build
Yeah.
up. If anyone, you gotta admit, if anyone should have been in this match, it should have been the Miz. This is like an ongoing
This is a
thing.
Miz and Daniel Bryan, a Miz and Shane McMahon
Yeah.
type of match.
Not AJ Styles. AJ Styles, you gotta admit, he deserves like a better opponent. at
He
this.
deserves a better opponent at WrestleMania. But this is sort of like he was on fire for like a year. So now this is kind of like the downturn. If you think it, not like this, he's not going to completely be flipped upside down, but like
Yeah.
this is his downturn. And then when the summertime comes up, he's going to hit it. He's going
But
to
plus,
jump back up again.
This isn't like he is working with the sons,
Yeah.
the son of the owner.
Yeah. And they love him, so it's not
Yeah,
like
so.
Vince McMahon's opinion on AJ Styles changed a long time.
I feel like it changed after WrestleMania because that's when he started talking.
And
more.
after WrestleMania, he was like, okay, this guy can be a
Last
top guy
year,
in our company.
Yeah.
So, it's been since WrestleMania 32 on,
Yeah.
really, that he's really really loves AJ. So, he's not going to have too much of a downturn. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
now it looks like he hasn't wrestled in a while. So, it looks like it's been like 3 weeks or 2 weeks
Well, he wrestled Randy Orton last week. So.
last week. But like other than that, he really hasn't wrestled all that much.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of his like downturn.
He had a
like
pretty big-
they're showing his progression
Yeah.
towards like insanity in a way. Like where he wants his title shot, but he doesn't get it, and complains and whines
But
about
plus,
it.
he is. I mean, he was a pretty big part of the show last week. Like,
Yeah. He set up like
That was the
that's a
whole-
big angle though. Him and
Yeah.
Shane is a mega angle.
That's probably like the next big angle on
Yeah.
SmackDown.
And now since he's gone, now he's gonna go back to Raw and be with Gallows and Anderson. You're gonna see his progression slowly climb back up the ladder.
I think he is gonna come back. This will be his like last match on SmackDown.
They've wanted him on Raw since December, so it's they
But there's
kind
nothing
of realize, you know, he needs to be on the A show. The A show would be great. So no matter which way you put it, Raw's still the A show. No matter how great SmackDown's been, they deserve to.
Well, think about it,
it's
like-
1A is Raw and 1B is.
Well, think about it. That's where all the part-timers have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where they announce all the Hall of Fame inductions.
Yeah,
So.
Raw is the A show. No matter how great SmackDown has been since November, Raw's still the A show.
Yeah.
So it would make sense for your big star
Yeah.
to be on the A show.
Kind of sucks for SmackDown.
Kind of sucks for SmackDown, but they can.
Yeah.
They already have stars over there that can really fill the void because AJ hasn't. You can elevate Corbin
Yeah.
and Ambrose and Miz and and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. You can elevate them because that's more where the young guys go.
Yeah.
You think
But your
it's
stars has been elevated
Corbin,
enough.
Miz, Ziggler, Cruz, Kalisto. They're all like late 20s, like early to mid 30s. With Ziggler and Miz are in the mid 30s.
Yeah.
So these guys are like young still, but not like Ziggler.
I
Ziggler and Miz are both like almost like in their late 30s. But
I do see AJ Styles, like this week on SmackDown, there's going to be like this big story where Daniel Bryan doesn't want Shane to do the match. He wants Sage because he just pretty much storyline wise has no respect for it. He doesn't want AJ Styles in the company.
But if you think of it like in the actual sense of it,
Yeah.
Raw needs AJ Styles.
Oh yeah.
If you think like it's been so bland.
Yeah.
Imagine what he can do for the club again. The club's back together again, and makes AJ and it makes
Yeah, 'cause they
it makes
both-
Carl and Luke Ellis look legitimate.
Because the problem is, like when they broke up, when the club like finally officially got together, they were split up.
It
It's
was
like,
like 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
So now this gives the club an opportunity to get back together again,
yeah.
and it will elevate Gallows and Anderson back to where they were when they were feuding.
I do see AJ Styles. I don't think it's gonna happen now, but he will be drafted to Raw. I think they're-
He's a free agent technically.
Technically,
so he can
yeah.
he can sign with on Raw.
Yeah.
So it's they're not.
But
like-
they will find a way to get this
he-
match.
He's a free agent. Why would they want their big star to be a free agent?
Yeah. So
Technically.
that he will be on. He will get signed on Raw. Maybe he'll come out and say, "I want."
After Mania, probably the Raw
Yeah.
after Mania. So I'd say he's definitely not gonna be on SmackDown this week. I'd say they're probably gonna give because he does have lingering issues like injury issues.
Yeah.
Back and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because of his style, he's fucking insanely
Yeah.
talented. He does all those crazy moves and stuff, and he does have injury issues.
Yeah.
So this is a good way for him to kind of step back a little bit here, heal up a little bit for your match at Mania, which is what, like 2 weeks away now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I could see it.
and then now you heal up for that, and then you're fine. You're good to go.
This week will probably be like Daniel Bryan trying to convince Shane not to do the match, and Shane's gonna. This is like this week. Shane and Bryan aren't gonna be on the same page.
Yeah, that's gonna be he's gonna want him to not do the match.
But then
Then Shane would be like, you know what? He blindsided me for no reason.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the match. I'm gonna have the match. I'm gonna kick his ass.
One thing I
Or
did
something
hate
like
about
that.
this angle was it took away from the focus from that tag team match between American Alpha and the Usos.
Yeah,
I
like
thought that was
that
kinda-
match seems like non-existent now.
Yeah.
Like the SmackDown tag titles seem irrelevant
Yeah.
now. So because Gable and Jordan are elite athletes.
Oh yeah.
They're freaking physical specimens. They're Chad Gable's an Olympic wrestler. Jason Jordan, I think, was a wrestler in college and in high school.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic athlete
And then the Usos.
who finally got a chance.
Yeah.
It took them 4 years to finally, or I think it was like 4 years when they went NXT.
Yeah.
To finally get him a chance to really break out in terms of, being a great athlete, and it got him to where he is now.
Then the Usos.
Chad Gable saved his career,
Yeah.
and now they're an elite tag team with the tag titles, and they're not being used.
And the Usos are like the top tag team. They were-
These guys have been a top tag team in WWE for years. Years, they're terrific. They're great, and
This is like nothing feud pretty much.
this isn't. What have the Usos done in the past month and a half?
Nothing.
Exactly. They were WWE's premier tag team for a couple of years when they were really revitalizing the tag team division in like
Yeah.
2014, 2015, when
They won.
they really revitalized the tag teams on when it was Raw, when there were two the same brands. It was like they were the top tag team, and the tag team division was stacked
Yeah.
in 14 and 15.
I think there was
now, like 2 years later, it's dead.
I think like I know they won the show. I think there's been two. It's been at least
They
2
haven't
weeks.
They haven't really wrestled since the tag team tour one.
And then the Usos, they haven't built up this feud. It's probably going to be at WrestleMania. It's going to be the pre-show match.
Probably because, you know why? Because that title will get no respect anyway, so what's the point? I mean, you know, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, who'd they face on SmackDown? Was it the Usos?
Yeah, it was the Usos like caught him with a.
And then
Yeah.
Shane McMahon interrupts it and says,
Yeah.
you know, says what he says, and he gets cut off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
That was
Like, is
weird.
Chris Lee Knows Best, you know, the intro to Chris Lee Knows Best that important?
Yeah.
That you can't show too
The show
much
sucks
a
anyway.
minute?
That show sucks
I
anyway.
love Chris Lee Knows Best, but that show's funny as hell, but it's 1 minute.
Alright, so
And have him fucking explain what he's doing.
yeah.
Like, he got cut off mid-sentence.
So the next match here, this was probably just going to be quick because there's nothing. It's the Andre the Giant Memorial Event. We're not going to skip it because it's the obviously this match is going to
So
be.
we do have some news about the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Jim Cornette will be inducting his longtime tag team, the Rock and Roll Express.
Well, there's a lot of people. We're going to get to. We're going to get to the Hall of Fame. John Cena's inducted Kurt Angle, which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with that too.
The APA's inducted Teddy Long, which we predicted was going to happen.
Yeah. We
But
knew
then,
that. I mean, you know, Ron Simmons, you know,
I don't think they
Bradshaw,
said- I don't think they
and
said
Teddy
it-
Long have all been
Yeah.
friends for 20,
I don't think they said it was
25 years.
inducted. Beth Phoenix said. I don't think they said.
Probably gonna be Edge.
Yeah.
Who
Ricky the
would've
Dragon
done that?
Steamboat's actually because we've had a couple of new inductees since the Ricky the Dragon. No.
Is the Dragons introducing Rick Rude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about him being in Ravishing Rick Rude?
Long time coming.
I wanted it
Rick
for
Rude
years.
for so long was the best athlete in wrestling.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal. He was a technician in that ring. No one was better than Rick Rude in the 80s. No, really no one. Not Hulk Hogan. No one. Rick Rude was the top heel. Fantastic mic skills. One of the
Yeah.
greatest talkers in the business to this day. No one.
One of my favorite feuds he's had was with the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
Like,
like, you know, or Randy Savage when or Warrior, yeah, I think it was Savage too, where he wore Miss Elizabeth on his trunks.
Yeah.
That was hysterical. Oh no, it was Jake Roberts.
Yeah, Jake
He had his
Roberts.
sister on his trunks, and
Yeah.
there was one spot where he pantsed
Yeah.
Rick Rude, and it was hysterical. But so that's well deserving. You know, Rick Rude for
And
the
then
longest time was
the Warrior Award is
it's
might be-
Eric LeGrand.
which I think
He's,
after seeing his video package, he definitely deserved.
He was a football player who he was terrific. He was a great player coming out of high school. His career was cut short because of a neck injury that paralyzed him from the neck down. And he's done nothing but charities, and he's trying his absolute best to walk again. And he's regained some mobility in his top half of his body, which is fantastic. So I think he's an inspiration to so many people. And watching that video package kind of made me tear up a little bit because he deserves it.
They said he shouldn't even be alive.
He
today.
shouldn't be alive. And people don't usually survive the type of injury that he had. And not only that, he's like trying to walk again, like he's gaining mobility again. Like
So I don't know. Who do you
he's
think?
trying his absolute
Who do you
best
see
to
actually
walk.
inducting him? You know,
I think it's gonna be Dana Warrior will be inducting him.
Well, yeah, she presents, but then they have like a person who comes out and inducts this.
I don't know who, because Dana Bryan kind of inducted
Yeah.
Connor into it. So I don't know who would be inducting him.
Maybe you.
Me.
Yeah. But anyhow, so let's get back to the rest of. So then we have the Andre the Giant Memorial. So I'll just go through the.
So with that battle royal, like how many people are? It's like 3 so far, right? Or 4.
4.
Who else is gonna be in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
haven't really like talked about it at all.
So I'll just go through it. So we have Mojo Wally. He's in. He's not winning. No way. See you
There's
last.
3 SmackDown guys in there.
Apollo Crews. No, he's not winning.
Those 4 people in it right now. The only person I see actually has a chance in it
He's the Big Show.
is probably the Big Show.
In reality, I
Kurt
mean,
Hawkins is probably get eliminated within the first 2 people.
Yeah, and Apollo Crews. What happened to that little ankle injury, buddy? You know, he had.
What happened with his ankle injury, his neck injury,
His
his knee injury?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened with those? Oh, wait a minute. Not selling.
Yeah. So you shouldn't even be at WrestleMania this year, buddy.
Should be fucking dead.
Yeah. Other people that, so this is like a match just to get people on the, which
Yeah.
I'm fine with, I guess. but-
Pre-show, I mean,
Yeah.
they really don't do anything in the pre-show anyways, that's noteworthy besides
Yeah.
that. So it kind of, plus it's gonna take fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of like,
But
plus they have like fucking
Yeah, Big
9
Show-
years of coverage.
as of
in
right now, the
pre-show.
only person that's winning is Big Show, that has a chance of winning is Big Show. And I
I
wouldn't
even,
even
there's probably a surprise entrance in it. I wouldn't be surprised because it did last year with Shaq and
Corbin.
DDP, Corbin, Tatanka.
Yeah.
That's like 4, I think, with the 4 surprises.
Because Big Show has to be in this match now, because Shaq didn't give a shit about the Mania match, so. But, yeah, Big Show, he's gotten himself in shape. I wouldn't complain if he won.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the
the reason why that Big Show is in that shape now
Is
is
because he
because
was-
of injuries.
Well, yeah.
His knees, his legs were killing him all the time. Yeah, he was 460 pounds. He's
Yeah.
down to like 393. He lost a shit ton of weight. He's got a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I mean, what giant has a 6-pack?
Nobody.
Let's be honest here, they're all fat.
Yeah.
Big Show has a fucking 6-pack. That just goes to show you his dedication.
But the Andre, I'm not necessarily not looking for, but I'll probably be like, okay,
It's a match of the pre-show. It brings people in.
yeah.
It's a crowd drawer. in a
And
way.
this match doesn't really elevate anybody.
It doesn't really.
Cesaro really went far from the Andre the
Baron
Giant.
Corbin did too, right?
I mean, Baron Corbin sort of.
Well, Baron Corbin didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Up until like last year, up until the beginning of this year.
Yeah, so. Alright, so then we have the triple threat match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Gallows and Anderson, Enzo and Big Cass, and Cesaro and Sheamus.
This match seems like it was just thrown together because
Yeah.
they had no plans. I mean, Cesaro. There's one thing I'll say. Cesaro and Sheamus are amazing together.
Oh yeah.
That they really were. Sheamus was getting nuclear heat.
Oh yeah.
He's getting cheered now.
Which is
You
weird.
know why? Because he's with Cesaro.
So
And their dynamic works.
This
Now,
match-
see, they kind of stopped the dysfunction a little bit. You can
Yeah.
see it's kind of more like a serious tag team, kind of like how Daniel Bryan and Kane, kind of tying that in there. Daniel Bryan and Kane started out where they would always argue, bicker, and never got along. And then towards about halfway through their tag team, when they won the tag titles, even after that, a little bit after that, they were already bickering. But when the Shield came in, that's when they stopped bickering. They became a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
That's what's happening with Cesaro and Sheamus. They won the tag titles, and they stopped really kind of arguing and bickering all the time, and now they're on the same page.
I would say
which
they
I
started-
love. I mean, that's
They
one
started
of
becoming
my
also
favorite
on the
tag
same
teams.
page when they lost the match.
Yeah. It's not
Um,
like they're not blaming each other for they're not blaming one another like, oh, you lost the match.
Yeah.
Like they did at the beginning. Now it's like, we lost the team, we need to refocus.
And I mean, this match is thrown together, but isn't
It's still
at the
together, it's still gonna be a really good match,
Yeah.
but mainly because Gallows and Anderson and Cesaro and Sheamus, not Enzo and Cass, they fuck off as far as I'm concerned. Even if it was just Cesaro and Sheamus versus Gallows and Anderson, that match would be
Yeah.
a 4-star match, I'm guaranteeing it.
It's kind of weird though. Like everybody at least has issues with each other. Gallows and Anderson don't like Cesaro and Sheamus. They took the titles from
They all
them.
don't like each other,
Yeah.
even though there's 2 faces and 2 face tag teams and 1 heel tag team.
At least the face tag team hate each other. Not gonna be double teaming the.
Yeah.
It does feel like Gallows and Anderson don't have as much of a purpose in this match in a way because.
It's kind of
Yeah.
thrown in.
Yeah. So I see Gallows and Anderson dropping the tag titles here.
Maybe they might keep
Yeah.
because AJ's in the Raw, so maybe they might keep the tag titles there on them. But I don't know, maybe.
Well, that's for the predictions. We still have a couple weeks.
You still have a couple
Then we
weeks
have
until predictions, yeah.
Neville versus none other than A-Double Austin Aries because we didn't do a review of Raw this week, so I'll talk about this. So after Neville defeated Rich Swann, Neville says he's laid waste to the entire members of the Cruiserweight division, which is true. I mean, Cedric Alexander, you could technically say he injured him because he's injured in real
Yeah.
life, but I think that was the last match Cedric Alexander had. He's taken out Jack Gallagher, Rich Swann. He's taken out everybody in the
Yeah,
Cruiserweight
exactly.
division. He's dominated. And he was being interviewed by Austin Aries. And I did love the promo segment when Aries was interviewing him. And
It was a good promo
I mean,
segment.
I liked it because I actually this is what should have happened.
Yeah.
I said this is what should happen. And then, but it didn't happen exactly the way. But then when Aries was like, look, I just want to ask you one more question. And then he was like, actually, it's more of a statement. He punches him in the face. I thought that was awesome.
See, the thing is too about that, Aries is the face.
Yeah,
Like, I thought he'd be the heel.
yeah.
But Neville's the heel, obviously.
I think he got so over that they couldn't have him be a heel. So, And then I love the promo segment they had together on 205 Live right afterwards, when Neville was like, you know, you shouldn't even be in this division because you are trashing people on commentary. Everyone wants to get a shot at you. And then they always won the fatal 5-way elimination match.
That was obvious.
Yeah. I mean,
There's no way he wasn't going to win that.
I mean, the only guy that could have won was T.J. Perkins, but no one wanted to see T.J. Perkins win, so.
Let's stick in.
Akira Tozawa maybe, but he's in a feud right now, so.
But so it made sense for Aries to be in the match.
Yeah.
And
this match
I am absolutely stoked because it's another guy that I absolutely fucking love.
Yeah.
A-Double is the fucking man.
Plus two, like.
And it's technically like, you know, his first real match in WWE, technically, if you think of it. Because he's only had a match on Raw.
Yeah.
Which, who was it?
Oh, yeah, Davari.
Davari, and then he had the Fatal 5-Way. No one watched it anyways, 205 Live.
I watched it.
No one gives a shit about 205 Live. And you know, this is gonna be his first real like big match in WWE. And it's at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. He's gonna
and
get mega pop.
And this match, it's the cruiserweight match actually has two people we care about.
Yeah.
You know, everyone likes it. So
everyone likes it. You know, Neville's kind of reinvigorated the cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
Austin Aries adds even more to the cruiserweight division now that's been lacking severely.
I see him winning too. There's no way he would win.
There's no you would have to have him win.
Yeah. And obviously another match some matches we've talked about that we could get added. The SmackDown Tag Title match is going to get added to the pre-show. A match that could get added to the pre-show is Akira Tozawa versus the Brian Kendrick. I see it being put on the pre-show.
How many matches do you think are going to be on the pre-show? Because there was 3 last year, wasn't there?
Probably 3.
The tag titles.
Yeah.
The SmackDown tag titles. The Battle Royal.
Unless
and then just
Kendrick
and Tozawa. But that's even going to be at WrestleMania.
I feel like it will because it's been built up a long time. So why not?
So maybe that might be the pre-show.
And Akira Tozawa would win.
Obviously be the pre-show.
Yeah.
There's no way the hell that's getting on the card.
But that gets up.
The card's actually stacked as it is.
And then we have the next match, a match I really don't care about. It's a to be determined match for the SmackDown Women's title. It's Alexa Bliss, so pretty much Alexa Bliss.
They might do this might be like a ladder match.
It'd be sick. It'd be sick if this was the ladder match actually. Alexa Bliss, because Alexa Bliss was talking about how she was this great women's wrestler, she was going to pick her opponent at WrestleMania. Everybody kept interrupting her, so Daniel Bryan's like, "You think you're so great? You're going to face every available person on the SmackDown roster for the SmackDown Women's title."
I mean,
I was kind of like,
I was kind of mad. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm disappointed because this match could have been. You could have done a one-on-one match between Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, do a triple threat, throw Becky Lynch in there. But
now, I mean, I kind of like what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Kind of making it seem like it's an important match on the show. You know, like who's gonna be that? That's kind of like who's gonna be the surprise entrant in that match.
I think there is gonna be a surprise.
It has to be because there's not enough women on the roster right now currently.
So right now, the people that are in this match.
That match might actually kick off WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that.
Is Carmella's in the match. She announced her entrance. Mickie James, she ended up turning on Alexa Bliss recently, which I thought was cool. Natalia, I mean, makes sense.
I'm not really feeling Mickie James.
And then Becky Lynch.
She's just so bland.
And then it says versus others to be announced.
So it's gonna be more. We might get a debut.
Asuka.
We might get a return. Who knows? That actually kind of. I'm more intrigued for the type of match it is.
Yeah.
And for the entrance, I don't give a shit who wins it, because it's in others.
I've been thinking about who could. So
they could others. So it's not just one. It's gonna be multiple.
So they could be Becky Lynch just wins, gets a big WrestleMania moment. That'd be cool. Alexa Bliss retains the title, just like AJ Lee did a few years ago when she won, but no one cared because that was right after this weekend.
Yeah.
And I actually would. I know this isn't gonna happen, but it'd be cool if Natalia won, just to kind of for her giving back after all the shit she's had to deal with in the division.
I wouldn't mind her.
And she's actually she's been actually like a big deal lately.
And if you think of it too, like 2 of the women on the roster are in a tag team match.
Yeah.
So that takes out the opportunity for Maurice and Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
Because they're having a stupid mixed tag match that no one cares about.
And then which is ironic. We'll get to that. That's nothing. And then Mickie James, she's not winning.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
trying
gonna put it this way: Mickie James is bland as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. The gimmick she did in 2005 doesn't translate to now.
But they're trying to say, well, I've had the most. I could tie the record for the woman. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Come on.
See, the thing with Mickey James is this is the character she did in 2005 and 2006. It's 2017.
It's not working.
It's not. It doesn't translate.
Yeah. And then Asuka could win it because she's obviously gonna drop the title at NXT Takeover. Because who else? If she doesn't at NXT Takeover,
Who she is it? Is
Ember
it just?
Moon, Ember Moon.
Is it just a one-on-one match?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made that like a specialty match, not like a specialty match, but like a match where she doesn't lose. So her streak is still alive, but she wasn't pinned for the championship.
Maybe.
So it kind of saves like, oh, she like left NXT undefeated.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like no one's really done that.
But then Asuka could come in, win the Smack. But I don't think Asuka should go to SmackDown because she's desperately needed on Raw. Raw needs some kick in the.
Thinking about Nakamura too coming up.
Yeah.
That's all. It's all speculation on what could happen. Because obviously Asuka has done everything possible in
Yeah.
NXT, along with Nakamura's already done everything he could possibly.
The problem is they can't Nakamura.
Nakamura should never have been in NXT in the first place. If you think of it.
Maybe.
Like honestly, I don't think he needed to be down in
Maybe
NXT.
this is Bobby Roode.
He just needed that language barrier.
Yeah.
Is why he's down there.
Plus, he needs a
I
little
mean, he's been to the United States obviously for almost the entirety of his career, but
He also needs
it's
a-
more so of a language barrier still because he's got a thick axe.
He also needs to learn the WWE style of
Yeah.
wrestling too. Because if he
At
could.
least he's wanted to learn.
Yeah. Oh, we're back. We're
Steven.
There was lights.
We're still talking about the WrestleMania card.
Yeah, we're starting to talk
Did
about
you guys
the.
get my message?
Yes,
Want to talk about it?
we kind of did.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I said to wait!
Well, that's too bad.
Well,
I didn't
talking
know-
about it anyway.
We'll do it after the card. We're going over the card right now.
I'll just-
Antoinette is inducting the Rock and Roll Express.
Didn't he manage them one more?
Yes, this is interesting because Jim Cornette's kind of an asshole.
That's kind of
To-
fucking awesome.
Well, no, yeah, let me finish. It's kind of an asshole when it comes to talking about Vince McMahon's ideas.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong, I'm just saying he's a loudmouth prick.
I'm not just saying he's wrong, but he's wrong.
Okay.
You know, I don't like Jim Cornette that much. Sometimes he says some good things. Most of the times he really just seems like a smarky tool.
He does. It is going to be interesting to see what happens when he shows up.
I
Plus
think,
two.
I'm kind of shocked that they did that.
but he's not an idiot.
He's not. He's smart.
Don't get me
He
wrong.
ran a wrestling business.
He's like,
So
when I
all he
talk-
loves
when I-
to do.
But plus, it's going to be
You ever
interesting.
figure it out? I usually
He
go
is
off the idea
successful.
that most smarks are idiots and have no idea what the consequences or rewards of booking are exactly.
Yeah.
But Jim Cornette does, and I think
He took Smoky Mountain and made them a big name. He took WWE and he made WWE. He didn't really make WWE great.
He made
He was
it
a part of making it great.
Yeah.
and without Jim Cornette, there would really be no John Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, and
Yeah, 'cause he was in
Batista.
WWE.
Possibly.
It's going to be interesting because he's going to
The next generation, basically, our generation of wrestlers, would probably never admit. John Cena was close to getting
I
released.
think the fact-
Fun fact about that. In
The
2002.
Miz doesn't believe that though. The Miz doesn't believe that. though.
Fuck the Miz.
I don't believe that his movies get as good a rating as they do, and they already probably wind up in like the 13th or 20th or
But
something.
what I do, but it's going to be interesting to see Jim Cornette come out because he's going to be on a platform where he can say whatever the hell he wants. Because the Hall of Fame,
Because he hasn't been in WWE since what, 2005?
I'm just saying,
yeah.
if you haven't noticed the trend yet, it's anyone Vince burned a bridge with, Triple H tends to rebuild the bridge. So I'm gonna guess that's probably what happens.
Yeah.
But also
So,
too, the thing
the
with
only
Punk
person-
is that the thing
that's-
Punk too, Triple H burned that bridge.
Triple H and Vince burned that
Vince
bridge.
Vince didn't burn that
Well,
bridge.
that's
Vince wanted to keep Punk. When Punk left that day, Vince went over and gave him a hug, and he was like upset because he was his big star, and he was upset. And he gave him a hug, but Triple H went over to give him a handshake, and Punk just walked right by him.
Yeah.
So Triple H was treating him like shit. So
we also talked about the Hall of Fame class, like, because now, what are your thoughts about John Cena inducting Kurt Angle?
It's good.
Yeah.
You know,
it makes sense because he's the one who really put him on the map as
it
far
makes-
as like
I'm gonna say,
big time
I'm not gonna
superstar he was.
I won't argue against people saying Stone Cold should have been the one to do it. I mean, yeah, he could have been, but John Cena's honestly just
Yeah.
as good.
APA inducting Teddy Long, we all called that coming,
That's
so.
good.
We all called the coming, it's awesome.
They were travel buddies, weren't
Yeah,
they?
the Trevor Bodies, they've known each other for like 20 to 25
If you haven't
years.
seen WWE Storytime, hilarious story about Farouk almost getting hypothermia because, well, if I remember correctly, I think it's because Bradshaw was so drunk.
They both were.
He pulled over to have Farouk fix a tire and.
No, they went to go take a piss.
Oh, yeah, and like.
And
Teddy was a.
Bradshaw got back in the car, and Teddy thought they both got in the car,
And started
and
driving.
then he drove
and then-
away.
And then he looked, and Bradshaw was so drunk that he didn't say anything, and then Teddy looked in the back and realized Farouk wasn't there. And I think he said that he drove like 20 miles out.
Yeah, he
before
drove 20 miles
realized-
up when they realized that.
So he was
Farouk wasn't-
probably outside freezing his friggin' ass off.
half hour is a half hour.
Yeah.
Half hour to an hour.
But anyhow, and then we also talked about, we don't know who's inducted Beth Phoenix, but we assume Edge,
Could assume Edge, could assume, you know, any one of those.
Edge,
Natalia.
Stratus.
Natalia. And then, we talked about the newest inductees, because we didn't, thoughts about Lavish and Rick Rude going in and Rick the Giant being Steamboat inducting him.
Who's inducting DDP? Have they announced it yet?
Oh, we forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot. No, they haven't announced it.
I'm gonna have to guess Jake the Snake Roberts.
Well, yeah, Jake
the
the Snake.
difference between Jake the Snake
Yep.
and Scott Hall is Jake the Snake kicked all of his addictions. Scott Hall did not.
Yeah. But anyhow, thoughts about Ravish and Rick Rude going in.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about him, but once he came out as DLC 2K14, I could not stop playing with him because I thought he was absolutely hilarious. He was
And then,
fun to
the Ultimate Warrior Award.
I have no idea who that kid was, but nice story.
Yeah.
So, Dana Warrior is obviously going to give it to him,
Yeah.
which is good. Rick Rude. Who would put Rick Rude in?
Well, no, we already, it's
It's how
Ravish.
you- it's how you-
It's
Ricky
Ricky
the
the
Dragon.
Dragon Steamboat.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I was going to say, maybe DX because
Yeah.
I with them for a little bit.
If Warrior was still alive, I would have said Warrior. If Bobby the Brain Heenan was capable of being there, I would have said him.
Why
Because
is he not? Why is he not capable of being there? 'Cause he's still alive for that.
Yeah,
But,
he's-
but I don't think
He's got like half a jaw
Yeah.
because of cancer.
But yeah, so then we talked about the main. So you were kind of here for the AJ Styles Shane McMahon build-up. We've talked about it. So
Yeah.
thoughts
I
about
was just jacking your chain. I actually.
Jacking your chain.
I don't like AJ. I like Daniel Bryan as GM. I want to see Shane McMahon kick AJ's ass, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen, but it's not gonna win.
We talked about possibilities about him going to Raw now that he's been fired from SmackDown. They want him on Raw.
No, he's been fired from WWE.
Yeah.
He's on the alumni page on the network. Seriously, check it out.
Yeah,
So then
he
we
is.
talked about the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Here's the competitors: Mojo Lawley,
Okay.
Paulo Cruz.
Okay.
You know, even though his leg was.
Oh,
crossed-
do you want me to do my Apollo
Yeah.
Cruz impersonation?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what's up, man? I'm Apollo Cruz, man. I got my smile, man. So, Apollo, yeah, how's your leg doing? Yeah, man, it got crushed, man. It's like, got crushed like it was in between a gray or, you know, man, it's like all messed up. So, like, you can't walk on it, can't walk on it, but still am. You know why? Why is that? Still got my smile. Hey, is that a bolt hole I see in your back? Yeah, man, guy was jacking me in the back, man. Shot me right in the back about 20 times. Should be dead right now, but I'm fine, man. Still got my smile, man.
And then we have Big Show's in there. For this match.
That dang old Big Show, man, he's gonna put on a good match. You know why? Because I got my smile, man.
No, but maybe Steve Coakley. What do you think about Big Show being in the match?
Big Show?
Yeah.
He's not gonna win because obviously the initial plan was to have him in another match.
Yeah, but it didn't work out.
With
Shaq.
Fat Shack.
And then we say Kurt Hawkins is getting out for 15 seconds.
That's in the funny statement.
What?
So, do you remember when TNA had that affiliation with AAA
Yeah.
a long while ago? When
Yeah.
Hernandez
Yeah.
went down there?
Yeah.
Well, that's back in effect now.
I saw that. Yeah.
And so TNA is now back affiliated, or Impact Wrestling, sorry, is back affiliated with AAA down in Mexico, but they're also affiliated with Crash Lucha Libre, and they're both at odds. AAA and Crash Lucha Libre both at odds with each other right now, so that's kind of what they're figuring out. Like, what are they gonna do?
Hey, here's the idea, right? TNA.
And that's where Conan is.
Here's what happens, right? TNA goes to the bank. They file for bankruptcy. And it's over.
You just want TNA back on him.
TNA is like Michael Myers.
Well, we have the SmackDown Tag Titles now
He's
at
the
WrestleMania.
villain that keeps getting
And
shot.
you'll never guess who it's gonna be.
Who?
You're just never gonna guess who it's
Usos.
gonna be. Yeah!
Wonderful.
Teenage
So it's just
Michael
announced.
Myers from Halloween. He keeps getting shot and stabbed in every way that you kill him, but he keeps getting up. And we the fans are the final girl
We the
that
people?
survived in, yeah, we the people are the final girl that survived in the movie. And we're just stabbing him like, but he's not dead. He keeps getting back up. And they keep making more sequels that no one wants to see. I just want to
As of
see
this
it.
running, Xavier Woods is still advertised for tonight's Raw.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my god. Oh my god.
But anyhow, so continuing.
This could be bad.
We also talked
Yeah,
about
it's
the.
gonna be really bad.
We also talked about the law. So yeah, I know it's.
Maybe it's time to turn the page. Oh, man.
So we talked about the Raw tag title match with
He's
Gallows.
definitely in a bit of trouble.
He was the best man.
You know what he should do? He's probably gonna go watch some Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, you're probably watching that a lot.
But anyhow, so then we also have the Raw tag title match. It's Gallows and Anderson defending against Enzo and Cass and Cesaro and Sheamus.
See, Enzo and Cass don't belong in that match.
I love Enzo and Cass.
I don't.
They just need to change up their act a little bit.
They
Yeah.
change up everything.
Same thing with the club though. They're both kind of wearing down, but
But they haven't
it's
done
funny,
anything.
because then I look at Cesaro and Sheamus, who's kind of just that random tag team that formed, and they actually have some momentum.
Yeah.
Still.
They haven't done anything.
But that's an
Well,
interesting.
that's their thing is they haven't done anything big yet, but it feels like they're building up to it.
But you know, that could be an interesting matchup though.
Even though they won the titles, but that doesn't really,
Yeah.
matter.
Well, they were feuding with Roman Reigns for 2 weeks.
Doesn't make any sense. Still doesn't.
And then they've been kind of the afterthoughts in this build up. But then again, there's still 2 weeks, so.
I still think the Universal title looks like a fruit roll-up.
I feel like it's a bunch of period blood smeared all over it.
You know what it is
They took off one of Nakamura's jackets, cut it up, and fucking made the belt out of it.
Vince brought it to a restaurant, and it was like, it was probably white. They're like, isn't it beautiful? Damn it, won't this ketchup come out? Oh crap, I got ketchup all over the mouth. Wait, no, this looks good.
But then we have the cruiserweight title match between Neville and Aries.
That's gonna be a dark horse match.
I like it. Like the build up. 2 guys we care about.
It's the king versus the greatest.
Yeah. Let's see if the greatest can dethrone the king. Then we have the SmackDown Women's title match. I won't go through who's in it because you know.
It's,
Do you know who's in it?
off the top of my head, champion Alexa Bliss,
Yep.
Mickey James,
Yep.
Natalia,
Yep.
Becky Lynch,
Yep.
uh-oh, Naomi.
No.
Maybe Naomi.
Could be. It says other to be announced, so.
Hey, did I name all the main ones though?
No.
Again, someone.
Missing one. See if you can do it.
Carmella.
Yep. With James
Carmella.
Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth is gonna be the new SmackDown champion. Oh my god, if that happened, that would be fucking hilarious.
Oh
but
my
at
god,
the
laugh
same time,
hysterically.
But anyhow, what are your thoughts about this match going into it and everything?
no one that's announced is gonna.
That would be like, who was it?
Santina.
It'd be like, yeah, Santino.
Oh my god.
Or it would be like, Bruno. Harvey Whippman as the women's champion.
Yeah.
Here's what I can see happening is James Ellsworth wins the title, and then maybe they bring back some big WWE diva like Karma or something.
Oh my gosh.
And they just beat the shit out of James Ellsworth.
Beat the shit out of him like there's gonna be no shit left in his body.
Scattered feces
Any-
around the arena.
So now we can kind of move on. So we have the triple threat match for the Raw.
chocolate. That's not chocolate, man. That's James Ellsworth.
But we have the triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley, Charlotte Flair, and Sasha Banks.
Chris is not going to be happy with this. I've already told him though. It's
Oh.
probably going to be made into a fatal four-way.
With Nia.
Yes. Nia Jakes.
Oh.
Nia Jax. You know why?
What about, like-
Because she's a man.
What about the possibility of
Yep.
Dana, after what happened on Raw, Dana Brooke being added to the match? That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen, but it's a possibility.
I feel like
He doesn't want it to happen. Look at his look.
No.
He doesn't want that to happen.
I was gonna say
match like,
Just took the card out.
no, they had such, we talked about this in the past. Charlotte Flair could have kept her pay-per-view streak, had a one-on-one match and had Bayley lose and have it be a more of a WrestleMania moment, but instead this match is just a mess.
Yeah,
It is
me
a
and my
mess.
brother even went over it. Fastlane was everything. Fastlane was WrestleMania moments, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a WrestleMania moment can like happen on any given night, and sometimes when it's random and out of nowhere it works. But it was one of those cases where it didn't feel like it was out of nowhere and it was special. It felt like it was just very wasted.
Yeah, Charlotte, the way she lost was stupid because, you know, you have Sasha Banks coming in, they're attacking someone during a match, which caused disqualification, and then Charlotte Flair gets a week. Charlotte Flair's the babyface in this equation.
I guess what should have happened is they should have done a thing where Sasha should have lost the match with Nia Jax. I know you don't like Nia Jax, but Charlotte should have lost the match. Sasha should have lost the match.
No.
To Nia Jax.
No.
Listen, here's the thing. She loses because no one comes up to help her. Nia takes some cheap shots at her leg.
It's because it would be a disqualification. You don't want to go.
Beats her. And then later on
You
the
think
night,
he beats her? Wait a minute here.
I thought Nia Jax.
Anyhow, then later on during Bayley and Charlotte's match, Bayley looks like she's actually gonna win. Sasha comes out, distracts the referee, and then Charlotte tries attacking Bayley, and he gets into something with Charlotte, and then Sasha will blindside Bayley because she didn't come out to help her during her match. So why should she come out to help Bayley during her match?
It's all confusing.
It's just.
I went this way, then this way, and I wound up going like this way.
How about this? How about Charlotte Flair never loses the title at all going into WrestleMania season?
That's the point. That's what it winds up with.
And she loses 2 pay-per-view matches in a row.
Yes.
Or 2 matches? No,
No,
that's
that,
2 pay-per-views.
Sasha blindsides Bayley behind the ref's back somehow, and Charlotte gets the win.
And to get the bloody nose. Because why not?
Yeah.
Why not, right? And then Nia Jax comes in and eats her. And then
And then
three.
you set up where Bayley's like, Bayley catches in her rematch clause. Sasha says she deserves a match after being screwed because she's a heel. Stephanie sucks on her tits and gives her the match.
It'd
then
be the
Nia
other way
Jax-
around, actually.
And then Nia Jax comes around and is like, wait, I beat Sasha, so I should get the match. And Stephanie sucks on her tits, but then realizes every time you touch her, you get absorbed into a roll of fat. Backs up and says, okay, just never touch me again and you'll get the match.
It'd be the other way around.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how about
Stephanie's
this?
got huge tits.
How about this is what happens. Nia Jax gets future endeavored,
Yes, that's a great idea.
and Sasha Banks can have a different match at WrestleMania, but you have Charlotte Flair be the heel champion, you have Bayley never touch that belt and have her beat Charlotte Flair and her people.
There's not even another look at it.
Yeah. How about that?
It's not my idea at all. It's not my idea at all.
It's a bad idea. It's always been a bad idea.
You're a bad idea.
I know you're a bad idea.
He's trying to say it isn't a bad idea, but it really, he's just thinking, what a smoke.
I just try to enjoy my nice clean.
Okay. But anyhow,
You're gonna fucking
they even
idiot.
tried to
You're a
build up
fucking
like a
loser.
Sasha Banks heel turn there by having Sasha say, a lot of people said you should have won that belt. He's like, who's saying that? Like, no, don't worry about what I just said. Just, I don't know. This match, this
Gay
wall.
pony watching over there.
I was gonna randomly turn up the volume every now and then. To avoid copyright, because I won't be able to decipher that it's Pokemon Daft Punk.
But the Raw Women's title match is a mess.
Yes.
A complete mess. You could talk about this next match because I think it's the next tag team match between John Cena and
Don't
Nikki
care.
Bella.
Move on.
Chris, you're a complete mess.
This is totally John. I feel like this is totally the brainchild of John Cena and Nikki. This is totally their this storyline's their idea.
This is totally move on.
Yeah. John Cena's not inducting, proposing to Nikki Bella. at WrestleMania.
Inducting Nikki Bella.
That's just so predictable. You ain't gonna do that. It's Juan Cena for crying out loud.
If Cena doesn't do
Hey,
it, no
hey,
way.
hey. Leave my hero out of this.
Hey, no. Listen, your hero's John Cena. My hero's Juan Cena, the Mexican brother that we didn't know about that wrestled that one time.
But then this match I care about. Kevin Owens
For the
versus Drew.
record, there's an online website that lists every wrestler in their win-loss database, and Juan Cena is on there.
Oh wow.
and it's just John Cena with a fake mustache.
But
You know
anyhow,
what I say to that? Fuck it. Because John Cena's the best ever.
then talk about this mixed tag match if you think he's so great. Talk about it.
He cannot make this match great.
It's like
He's already, it's between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Because Miz fucking sucks, huge fucking donkey dick.
he's not that bad.
No, he's not.
I said
Really?
I said not that bad.
Really?
Yes, really.
Look who he's in the ring with and tell me that, they're not carrying him or anything?
Well,
He's not that bad, huh?
Here's the thing.
No. Miz. I don't care about my wife, we can talk about her later on.
Alright.
Now, the jizz. Talk about him and why he's not being carried.
Alright. John Cena is one of the best wrestlers. I'm talking technical wrestling ability that smarts like to get all in a tizzy about. John Cena's one of the best, like it or not. He's always able to pull off a decent amount of a good mix of high flying on the ground, like the somersault flip he does, the stunner.
Steve, I'm trying to be on your side, but he's talking about the Miz. He's not talking about John Cena.
No, here's the thing.
Exactly.
Oh, I know. I just love praising Cena in front of because.
Well, you're supposed to be praising the Miz. You just said the Miz.
All right, let's praise the Miz. Miz.
He's not the best wrestler, but he's a great heel.
Miz is at the same level of talking ability as John Cena is at this moment. And wrestling ability, Miz is about 75% as good as John Cena is, which is better than
75%, I
most.
give him like 10%.
Look, Miz is entertaining to watch. I don't get bored of watching the Miz.
I do. I get bored of watching the Miz and almost instantly.
So what do you think about the stuff that the Miz has been saying about John Cena and Nikki Bella?
Well, let's not.
fucking
You
stupid.
can have your opinion about the Miz. Let's talk about what's gonna happen between Nikki Bella and Maurice. Maurice is gonna.
I've already asked you this question.
Maurice is gonna carry Nikki Bella.
So no, fuck that. Fucking get some new pair of glasses.
What about that story that Maurice told about Nikki
I ain't getting
about
Over
her?
a scripted reality TV show? They're getting mad over a scripted reality TV show?
I'm going
Please.
to hurt you, you bitch. No, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch.
You're a bitch. It says Russian.
No, but
Break that, bitch.
This
What
match.
does that mean?
How weird is it that
Huh? Break that. What does that mean?
John Cena's in a WrestleMania match? We don't even care about it.
Yep. I want to know your reason to why the Miz isn't being carried. You've not.
He's not gonna get absolutely carried. Might get a little carried.
No.
Yes,
He's
yes.
carried in every single match he's ever been in WWE.
I can name you a few matches where he wasn't carried. WrestleMania 27.
Was carried in that match and that sucked.
He kicked out of the AA at the very end. That was pretty
The
impressive.
match sucked. This match is going to suck.
It's not
Are you gonna go get pizza during this match?
I'm gonna be watching Nikki Bella, so I don't care.
Who's winning?
I'm not gonna be in his house because I'm flaking again.
Do
So
you think Cena's proposing to Nikki?
no, because I am.
So you're just gonna like do some Naruto jutsu shit where you're like teleportation jutsu. Vroom, Nikki Bella, you don't know me, but I know
I
you.
know you.
And then
I love you.
is that gonna get a feud started between you and John
And then she's
Cena?
hope
gonna
so.
give you a nice hug. You're gonna get between her tits, but then she's probably gonna asphyxiate you, knock you out, kick you out of the ring.
Good. At least I got in between those titties. And then
What is
so you.
I dubbed it.
So that match sucked. At WrestleMania 27.
It was not an awful match.
It was terrible.
It could have been better.
Okay, ask the Miz that because he doesn't remember. So.
Well, you got a concussion.
Exactly. So, him and Archer sucked, huge donkey dick.
Hey,
in the
don't
ring.
you diss our truth. You can diss the Miz all you want. but
Ziggler.
do not diss-
Ziggler fucking carried him. Morrison carried him. Cena carried him.
Well, at the end of the day, Miz
Carried
is-
him. He's been carried by everyone.
Miz is very good luggage because he's easy to carry.
He has been carried his whole fucking career.
So you
People praise him like, oh, he's so great, he's so great, he's so great. He's not.
So is
He's
that
not
why?
great at all.
So is that why you don't like the stuff he's been saying in this feud?
He's a fucking reality TV star, so I would probably assume that because I hate people who do reality TV besides Nikki Bella.
Do you want to move on?
I do, because I'm gonna fucking rage about this.
So we have
Fucking
the next
hate
match.
this.
So
It's like
another
hate
match
this.
on the WrestleMania is
Literally.
is the US title match between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Great, fantastic, to be 5 stars.
Yeah.
10 stars even, I don't give a
Love
shit.
the build up to this feud.
Great.
Should be for the Universal
Should be
Championship,
for
but
the Universal Championship, at least we're getting a title match out of
yeah.
it.
And Kevin Owens is
And
now.
Kevin Owens won't elevate that championship again because Chris Jericho's kind of been an afterthought because he's been in that feud with Owens, and it kind of, that title kind of seemed like an afterthought, but now with Kevin Owens kind of, if they do go in that direction, because Jericho's leaving in May,
Yeah.
so there's gonna be a whole month
Going
after
on tour.
WrestleMania to where, before he goes on tour again.
Going
Yeah.
on tour with Father Bear.
We
So
kinda-
who knows, Jericho could still win, but if Owens wins, he'll definitely elevate that championship like he's done.
We've kind of covered Taker versus
Yeah,
Goldberg.
we don't need to cover that again.
20.
The shitty Universal title
20
match
numbers.
between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
The most amazing.
See, this match I'm kinda torn on. Cause I did like, Brock winning in Survivor Series, not Brock, Goldberg, the other guy, the other old man. I liked Goldberg winning at Survivor Series. At first. I figured, Brock would eliminate Goldberg, and it would be kind of even because he cost him his chance at the championship.
Yeah.
When he threw out Brock in 15 seconds, I was like, okay, what the fuck was the point of that? And then Goldberg randomly gets a Universal Championship match at Fastlane? Yes, right?
You could technically say too,
So-
Brock Lesnar challenged him to a match where Goldberg had no reason to accept that set match.
So, then they go on,
Goldberg has no
and
reason
now
to accept you.
Kevin Owens versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship match. That match was brought up expertly because the promo worked by both men.
But then the match sucked.
And then Kevin Owens spent more time, which I find fucking hilarious, dilly-dallying around the ring, which made the match hilarious. Because he did that at the live event, if you remember, against Roman.
Well, I had to leave early, so.
Push it, pansy. But anyways, it's hysterical. But so he was dilly-dallying around the ring the whole time. He spent more time doing that than he did wrestling. And he wins in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew that was him.
We
And
won
now we have
two part-timers.
Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Goldberg hasn't been popular in 10 years. Hasn't wrestled a full match in 10 years. Brock Lesnar wrestles 5 times a year. Who wins in this scenario? Because it's not us.
I was gonna say,
You know, the people getting the biggest payday. That's who wins.
me and John tried to warn you. We tried to warn you Goldberg squashing Brock Lesnar in the Survivor Series.
The big payday is all that matters in this one. Because Goldberg and Brock Lesnar are about to make a huge chunk of change.
But me and John tried.
Wrestle fucking 2.5 minutes potentially.
Me and John tried to warn you that Goldberg squashing Lesnar in Survivor Series was a bad thing. It seemed good then. Wasn't good. We didn't think it was good then, but you're gonna say it's good now. But then months later, you're gonna shit on it, and you're
It's
kind
still
of
good.
I'm not talking to you because you're at least sticking with your gun and saying that this is good. So, but we're talking to him.
Talking to me.
Yeah. Now you hate it, but now you hate it because now you see. Because let's think about it. If Goldberg didn't squash Lesnar in Survivor Series, we wouldn't be in the predicament that we're in right now.
I could see why they did though.
You'd be in the
Because
same
Goldberg came back after 10 years. He looked great. It's not like he came back and was fucking 395 pounds. He
Like,
came back and he looked in fantastic shape.
Yeah.
And that match should not have gone how it went, but they were preserving him for WrestleMania. And him being in the Rumble made no sense because they got a championship match anyways.
Yeah.
So that whole elimination of Brock Lesnar, humiliating Brock Lesnar again,
Yeah.
2 times in a 3-month period.
This match is gonna suck too.
Let me tell you something. Goldberg squashing Lesnar in Survivor Series, in my opinion, is still a smart move. You know why? Because at the end of the day, I think it was the right result. Goldberg won. Bottom line. Here's the thing. If Goldberg had just won, then people would be like, oh my gosh, yeah, Goldberg won. That's awesome. Him squashing him made people talk more. Like, holy shit, he just beat the guy that ended the streak, that squashed John Cena in 15 seconds. Holy crap. 50 years old. This guy's amazing. Fans all across the earth, casual fans, were going nuts about that. Chatting away about it. See, what I like about WWE right now is they're trying to move away from the smart crowd, and they're trying to go back to the marks crowd of all the casual fans that watch Raw and accept it for what it is, and just really try to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want, yeah.
And I like that because it just created a shit ton of buzz.
It did create, everyone was surprised.
I'll say this: I don't
Everyone
think
was shocked.
I think the Royal Rumble was the mistake. Now, I'm not saying that in the sense of Goldberg eliminating Brock that quickly. I'm saying that in the sense that Brock didn't just come back in and toss him out.
So it should have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a legit repeat of what happened before. Or you know what they
Speaking of
could have done?
eliminating.
You know what they could have done? They could have done it in reverse. Brock comes in, and Goldberg underestimates him.
You came in just in time. We're talking about the Goldberg Brock Lesnar Universal Title match.
You know, Goldberg underestimates him this
What
time.
is
Brock
the-
gets it over. When did you fail a test?
No, that was my reaction to that match.
So Steve is trying to say that it was a good thing that Lesnar got squashed. That's what I was at least.
Saying that the Royal Rumble was the bad choice.
Watch him take his jacket out here to fucking.
Hey, at
This
least
is
he's
the
taking
glory.
it.
So
So
John-
John, at least you're taking it off right. Unlike some people that may have once secured on this show.
So John, we're almost done going through the card, so we'll go through it one last time. You can just say like a one-word thing about, because you'll probably have the same thoughts we do.
Okay. It's called the game called one word association.
Say the first word that pops into your head.
Shane versus AJ.
Fuck.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Double fuck.
I mean, that's probably the only match I'm like pretty sure I'm looking forward to because
The Raw
you
tag
do
team-
expect surprises. Last year we got surprised. We got
DDP.
Shaq, we got DDP, we got Tatanka, we got Baron Corbin. So I'm looking forward to that just specifically for the surprise factor.
Raw tag team title match.
Shit match.
I mean, it's not a bad match.
No, I mean that's
It's not bad. Enzo and Cash should have been it though.
I mean, this is the match I get after taking a shit.
Oh,
that was
Cruiserweight Championship match.
an interesting.
SmackDown Women's Championship match.
It's literally shit. Like they couldn't. I don't know. That title seems irrelevant now.
Raw Women's Championship match.
Streak should have ended here.
Yep.
Exactly. Not the other way around.
Big tag match.
Piss.
See, John
Be in line
Cena.
for that bathroom downstairs.
Yeah. John Cena is in the piss break match. Did you ever think we would be saying that? You happy about that?
I give a nice little solid laugh. At least he's not in like one of these main event. And by the way, that makes the Royal Rumble thing make me feel really fucking pointless.
Yeah.
He does, because he lost 10 weeks later.
U.S. title match.
What's it between?
Jericho and
Oh.
Owens.
Yes.
You
I
didn't
forgot.
go?
I forgot who was in it. I forgot who was in it.
I know this is a bit strong, but I would give it a 5-star match.
That would probably be the best
That's
match on the show.
Yes.
Oh, hands down. Are you kidding me? That
15 seconds.
would be the best match on a great WrestleMania.
Should be for the Universal
Yeah,
Championship.
it should be the universe stuff. I totally forgot Jericho was US champion.
Two phenomenal wrestlers together in the ring that make magic together.
It's the match I'm looking for. It's the second match I'm looking forward to the most.
Okay.
First being Taker and Roman. If they do what I think they're gonna do with Roman. If not, then
Yeah. Alright.
As long as they do what they
so
do with
Taker
Page,
Roman
what
the
they
next
do
match. We
with
kind of
Roman.
talked about that.
Hashtag if Roman turns heel, don't cheer Roman.
Hot
Hashtag
garbage.
if
That's the
Roman
only
turns heel,
hashtag.
don't turn him into Page.
So now we're kind of on, but what?
Hot
the
garbage.
Universal title match.
Fuck. That's it.
I'm
And
not
then-
even the
Ready?
least bit interested
Ready?
in the
Ready?
match anymore.
I'll solve it up here. Steve, have you seen Logan?
Yeah, I've seen Logan.
Okay. Patrick Stewart face. That's all I was up on.
So you can actually take because we're done. But what do you think? So this one you can say more than one word. So what do you think?
I'm
I'm
about
allowed to.
What do you think about this like Universal title match overall? We've kind of talked about it in the last.
We've
episode.
said it ad nauseum, and I've said
Yes,
this,
and
and
it nauseam.
I've said this ad nauseum. The fact that the main event of WrestleMania for a, let's see, I believe for a 5th straight year involves a part-time women's championship match.
Yeah, because 30 until now,
Let's see.
or 30. That's
Well, I'm saying like
30 was not initially a part.
31, 32,
In a-
33, 34. 4 straight years. It's involved part time.
Also, if you want to go back, you can
Batista
also
was
say,
not
you can also say,
part-time.
but he didn't wrestle that long. No, he was only there for
Well,
WrestleMania.
that was because he realized
Part-time.
this
That
crowd
counts.
sucks.
It-
I'm leaving.
No, he realized the fact that like, he didn't get what he wanted.
He
Bring him.
was supposed to be
How
world
can you?
champion.
How can you see that Batista coming back as a face is a bad idea?
It worked on the first night though.
He even said it.
Yeah, he said it.
He said it was a stupid idea. He got a big pop on his first night coming back.
Yeah, but then they realized they're gonna win the Rumble. Because Bryan should have won that Rumble.
Yeah.
Anyway, WrestleMania 29 was the main event. Rock and Cena. WrestleMania 28, Rock and Cena. WrestleMania 27, advertisement for Rock and Cena.
Yep.
We're gonna admit, Cena and Rock.
Brian Timer wasn't in the match, but was involved in the finish of the match.
Exactly.
The last time was 26 with Taker and Shawn because they were both full-time wrestlers technically.
Technically,
Yeah,
yes.
technically they both were.
Yeah, they were technically full-time wrestlers. I mean,
So Shawn retired, but Taker went on to be a full-time wrestler until after.
No, this was the last
before
wrestle-
Punk.
This was his last one. This was his last.
Who did he face in 27? That was
Triple H.
That was H.
So part-time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But okay, so do you see my point here? It's like we're
Yeah.
doing part-timers. Do you have to understand this? If we keep going back to the well's eventually gonna run dry.
So
And something I've been saying.
10 years ago.
Something that I've been saying.
7 years.
But
7 years.
7 years.
what's the point of going to the new well? The new well is filled with toxic water. That's not gonna do.
Really,
much.
really, someone like Kevin Owens is toxic water heater. You see?
And he's not gonna last long, in my opinion.
He's only been Universal Champion.
Yeah.
How's that?
He's the most one of those old guys in the company. What do you want?
So you're saying that Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens,
He's
Universal
failing as a
title?
heel because he's getting a good reaction.
He-
In
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa, he
opinion.
wasn't getting a good
Not recently.
Not recently.
How about this for you?
He
What-
was.
I still think that okay, give AJ Styles as well.
AJ Styles was failing as a heel, but now they're kind of starting to turn it around.
I think personally AJ should have been the main event for a time. He was the best wrestler last year. We all agreed on it. We
Yeah.
actually gave, it was a universal vote of giving him a unanimous vote
Here's
of giving him
my
superstar of the
Here's
year.
my problem with AJ. He's good. No, he's great. No, he's phenomenal. He
He's
really is.
what he is. What he
But
is.
for
Wait,
Christ's
so
sake, he's being
He says he's
so
not good. He's not great, but he's phenomenal. He's all three of those.
He's the best wrestler in the company.
I was going up, Chris. That was the point.
World.
He's the best wrestler in the world.
I'd even go as far as saying
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't say he's the best in the world.
I'd say he's the fucking best. Okay.
Yeah, you can have a
That's the
better.
problem.
You can have a great match with anybody.
But John, I've been saying this on my other
I'm
YouTube.
getting-
And you know, I know I love Cena and I love him to death, but you know,
AJ carried him.
AJ made those matches what they were,
Yep.
and they were great matches because of AJ.
Yep.
You could put a fucking, you could wrestle a broom, you could wrestle a kitchen sink, and he'd have a great match with it.
Yep.
Like,
That drum
AJ
kick would be amazing. The kitchen sink on a well no we'll put the kitchen sink. You know where it has the pipe? We'll just switch that on the broom so it has a body so you can push
Or
it
like a
across.
stand, or like a stand.
Yeah. Hey, he can do a nice little somersault into a table. Why not?
See,
If we're
that,
using
you know,
furniture around here.
AJ can have a phenomenal match, a great match, a hall, 5-star match, anyone on this company.
Yep.
That's what makes a great wrestler a great wrestler. You can-
That's what makes him the best.
Exactly, he's
Around.
the best.
Nothing's ever gonna keep him down.
But anyhow,
He is, I would even give him the Punk moniker, I would say he's the best in the world.
Yep.
but anyhow, the Universal.
Yes, he is, he's been the best in the world for
Everyone-
years.
Who's better?
It's getting to the point where you know how.
Who's better?
It's getting to the point. Listen, where people get that idea. You know how that image of Triple H holding like every championship, like legit every championship.
Yeah, we
is
know
posted
that
on the
picture.
internet. Yeah, literally. That's what they feel WWE sees, and there's a problem with that. It's not the fact that it's Triple H. It's the fact that one guy's holding all the gold. But then, if you really listen to Smark's opinions, it can basically be just take AJ's face on Triple H, and that's what they want. AJ should just be every champion. No,
No,
that's
we-
gonna ruin the company.
We want AJ to be in the main event with the WWE Championship, which he deserves.
All right, but here's the thing.
That's
He's
what
the best wrestler on the planet,
And then he
and, I mean, I'm not
loses.
gonna deny that.
And
they never
everyone
should
whines
be
about it.
I'm
It's
looking
like,
forward
no,
to it.
you said you wanted him in the main event. You put him in the main event, and he lost.
Well,
deal with it.
Well,
You wanted
here's
him
the
in
thing.
the
Here's the
main event.
thing. I wouldn't complain. I've actually said this on the show
Yeah.
before in the Royal Rumble review, where I said if he had kept the belt, and even if he lost it to Cena at WrestleMania, I wouldn't care because as long as my guy in there is champ.
Yeah.
Now he's in a fucking
Alright.
point of this feud with Shane McMahon, where really this should be the business spot.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't complain if AJ was in the main event. That's all you're saying.
I want AJ to be in event. That's the
All right,
concept.
then let me propose a main event for WrestleMania 34 you right now.
Go ahead. If it's
AJ
your main
Styles versus
Roman Reigns.
Well,
AJ
no.
That would be a phenomenal match. I'll say that. It would be phenomenal because AJ Styles lived.
But he's not gonna carry Reigns. Reigns does not get carried. Bottom line.
Yeah, he does.
He does not.
Look at his best matches. What are his best matches? When he's in the ring with someone better. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan.
So in that case, I guess every
Seth
person
Rollins.
that's ever lost to someone gets carried. That's just how it works.
No, it's not that they got
They don't
carried.
get
Roman Reigns won those
Big
matches.
clash.
What's the point? No, this is my point. I've said this constantly. If you go back and review, I've said this day one. Roman wrestles his best when it's in there with someone who has more talent. Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan.
And then you go back, and then you go behind his back and say he's not an underdog when his best matches are where he's the underdog.
No, his best matches are when he's beating the crap out of the babyface.
And people cheer that. There's an issue with that. You know why? Because he's beating up a babyface.
No, we're cheering for
rectify
AJ.
the fact.
You go back one of those AJ's matches. He's beating the crap out of AJ.
No,
He's beating the
I'm
crap out of
saying.
AJ Styles. AJ Styles.
You know why? Because AJ is the best fucking wrestler
In the
on
world.
the fucking
I
planet.
don't think he's
But
the
any-
best in the world. Owen's the best in the world.
Who's the best?
AJ.
Who's the best?
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh.
Who do you think is the best? Who's the best wrestler in the world?
You know, even the big
Best in the
homerisms of
world.
WWE say that AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the world.
Who said this?
The commentators in WWE, Moro, Michael Cole's called him the best in the world. JBL's called him the best in the world. JBL ran down a list of his fucking achievements in the world of professional wrestling.
Who's that, Steven? What?
Well, if Roman Reigns had gotten all those achievements, people would say he's the worst wrestler in the world.
No,
Still.
because we grade them on wrestling talent. What can you do in that grade?
Here's the thing.
There's more wrestling than
I don't believe in this whole idea that you have to be an indie star.
No, I
No
don't
one's
believe that
saying
either.
that.
I didn't
No
say
one's saying that.
I never said that.
You don't have to be
Read
an indie
the
star to be
comments.
great.
Read what people are saying. People.
But that's not-
saying
but that's us, not
true.
them.
But this is us. This is
See,
we're telling you.
The thing is, too, you don't have to be an indie star to be great. Bray Wyatt is not an indie star, and he's the fucking
this might
WWE
not make
champion, so
sense
that's
to you.
not.
James Ellsworth is an indie star and he
It
sucks.
Yeah.
You don't need, just because you're the best wrestler in the world doesn't mean you're the best wrestler in the world. You know why? Because wrestling isn't just fighting in a ring. It's talking. It's making a story.
Hey,
Then in that case,
building yourself
Roman
up.
Reigns is poor mic skills.
AJ
In his
Styles.
ring work is it?
AJ Styles is not the best wrestler in the world.
He's not the best mic worker in the world, but in terms of in-ring quality, he's but the best.
In terms of who, over
How
the
do you
span
make
of
it
my
in
entire
tops?
life,
And time.
over my entire life,
Yep.
over the one person I've seen put on a match every night
There's only one person.
that tells a story, that always gets the crowd pumped up, even if you're rooting against them, that always
If you're gonna
puts
say
on
Cena,
a
I'm gonna
match.
put it off.
That person is John Cena.
Oh,
John Cena is the best in the world.
Do you wanna know who the best?
See, I'm
is?
not gonna deny that, but this isn't 2004 anymore.
Nope, he's-
This is 2017, and they stole the best indie wrestler in the fucking world, and he's on their brand.
You're right. Maybe
He's
he's not
in
the
their
best in the
company.
world. He's the best of all time.
Yeah.
AJ
I'm not
can
gonna
be-
deny that
AJ
either.
can
I
be-
love Cena, but the thing is, Cena's always been my hero, so I'm not gonna deny that
AJ
Cena's
might
not
be
the best in the
AJ
world,
might
but
be the best right now.
at the same time, AJ is the best in the world.
Right now, maybe.
Best in
No,
the ring,
maybe.
best on the mic.
Right now,
Well,
maybe
can tell a
AJ
great
is the
story.
best. But guess what?
I can
John
give you-
Cena, there was a time when John Cena was the best, and he was the best for a very long time.
I
But
can give you
AJ's been the
four
best since
AJ
about
being the
2004.
best.
Actually,
So,
I can give you one wrestler that was better. Over like the greatest of all time. And I'm actually go with your guy right here. The Undertaker.
yes.
He had a great gimmick. Had great, really.
It's tempo on.
That's a good argument.
great
You
gimmick,
know,
great mic skill, phenomenal mic skill.
that's a good argument. Hey, WWE, maybe you shouldn't have done a match like that.
Or how about this?
I really didn't have Cena was gonna be there in this kind of last minute throw.
Hell, come to
after
think
the
of
match got
it,
booked.
you know, funny, come to think of it, if it was Roman versus Miz and John Cena versus Undertaker, that didn't sound too bad on paper.
Roman's
Because you have
been
Miz,
terrible at
because
all.
you have Miz as a heel who kind of annoys the
And
crap
again,
out
they
of
cheer
people.
Miz because Roman's in that match.
And then
Yeah,
you-
yeah,
but-
no.
so you build
They
Roman-
they
but then
actually
you-
cheer the Miz.
but then
because
you-
it's
yeah.
right.
But then you build Roman up as the guy that's kind of quiet and just like, all he keeps
So-
saying is WrestleMania, I'm gonna beat the piss out of you, and then WrestleMania comes around, guess what Roman Reigns does? He beats the piss out of Miz and like,
Alright, do you want to give you?
So we're talking about beating bodily fluids out of them.
So do you want me to
Scattered
give you
feces.
another
That ain't
another
chocolate, that's
example
James
It
Ellsworth.
was scattered feces. Alright,
of a wrestler that I think
a little Paige.
of the one that has a lot of pure talent that I think is in terms of Kurt Angle. phenomenal mic skills.
Yeah.
Phenomenal in the ring. He's my personal favorite.
He's got great charisma.
Yes, he's got charisma. He can be funny, serious.
Yeah.
He's a Swiss Army knife wrestler.
When I started watching wrestling, it was right around the time that Angle debuted. I know I'm fucking old as a goat. So when I started watching wrestling, Kurt Angle caught my attention. I love Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's the fucking shit as far as like professional wrestling is.
Still can't
He's-
walk, just a sexy Kurt.
He's the epitome of what you want to be as a professional wrestler.
Just a sexy
He
Kurt.
puts on 5-star matches, 5-star talker, and his gimmick is A+. So, who doesn't love an Olympic hero? He legitimately won a gold medal in the Olympics.
Yep.
That's not a gimmick.
It works.
Get people. That's not a gimmick. He legitimately won a gold medal.
Yeah.
You forgot something.
The Burger Brigade.
Yes, it's
So-
the broken pretend.
He legitimately won a gold medal. That's not storyline. Those aren't doctored images. He legitimately won a gold medal in the Olympics in '96.
Another good one. Shawn Michaels. He knows a dick in real life.
Dick in real life, but again, A+ in ring work, A+ talker, A+ look.
Yep.
You know, he had the epitome of what people wanted to see.
Cena, I'm just saying,
Of what
Cena
people
was the
wanted to see
best.
in the '90s.
For the
Anyhow,
longest
let's,
amount of time.
Let's move on to.
Well, actually, let me
Before
on
I
the final.
antagonize John to the point where he's probably gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Surprised I haven't done that yet, by the way.
I was waiting for it. I was like, hey, as soon as you think I flip him off, I think I'm gonna run in the fucking bicycle, kick him in the face.
But
I'm
anyhow,
probably gonna get kicked and just go, I deserve that. No, didn't
But
Just
deserve
anyhow,
like
it.
I catch him out of nowhere with a super
No,
kick.
didn't deserve it. The table did not deserve it.
The table did deserve it because the table's a bitch.
but
Wanna
anyhow,
kick the table?
let's
my table.
Want me
let's
to kick the
finish this
table?
out.
Yes,
Okay.
kick the table.
So
Are we gonna go to Are we talking about JC? Jimmy Cornette?
we already talked about it.
God damn it!
But
Wanna give any quick thoughts about it?
Jim Cornette, best booker in the business. Just want to say that. Follow him on Twitter at Jim Cornette Experience. Listen to his podcast. He's awesome.
And anyhow,
And the thing too with Cornette, like I said this earlier, he's great. He Smoky Mountain Wrestling he made awesome. He was great inside of WWE. He made WWE. He kind of brought WWE to like its peak.
Yep. He almost killed Vince Russo.
That's
I
good.
love
I love that.
I love
That one
listening.
video.
I love listening to him talking. It's like, yeah, you know, if I had a chance to murder Vince Russo legally and not go to jail, I'd do it. But at the same time, if I found a way to fuck Pamela Anderson every night, I would do that too. That's not gonna happen.
but anyhow, let's transition back to the WrestleMania talk.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, I've actually been saying this on my other channel. I've been saying everybody loved the fact that Goldberg squashed Lesnar and Survivor Series, but they hate this main event, and I said that we tried to warn them.
We won. When day one, it sucked.
And now,
It really sucked.
Still a good idea.
but
We're gonna have a 15-second WrestleMania main event.
20 seconds.
we're gonna have a 20-second.
5.
4.
It's gonna be a shove and then a pin.
You know what?
That's the thing it's gonna amount to.
It'll be a shove and a 5 and a pin. What?
Even
Like
for the
10
camera.
seconds.
At the end of the show, meet me in front of the camera. Okay? We're gonna have a handshake,
We
a
got-
nice healthy handshake, and we'll just sort this all out.
We have the last match, the WWE title match between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton.
Our face, Bray Wyatt.
Even though.
God damn it! What
So the
is
weirdest
it?
thing is Randy Orton comes out, he cuts this promo talking about how he burned the guy's house down, and it's supposed to be he pretty much scammed this guy.
Yeah.
And backstabbed him, cost him his friends.
Yeah. He added to the homeless population.
Yeah. But
God.
then on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt baptized himself in Sister Abigail. That was kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did enjoy SmackDown this week.
You know, I hear Brad Maddox baptized himself in someone once.
Ooh.
Same
But-
Woods.
He
I
went
do
to the
like-
next page.
No,
I
no,
do like
Brad
this-
Maddox went into the woods and baptized himself with some pages.
But I
He
do
went
like
into
this.
the woods and got some bushes.
But I do like. But I do like this feud.
In England.
Over the river and through the woods. Boom.
But anyhow, I do like this feud. Don't like the fact that it's for the WWE Championship.
I'd rather this be a one-on-one match for not the title.
Hate the fact that Luke Harper got like shafted out of this match.
And Luke Harper's not even on SmackDown anymore.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, too, it would make sense if Luke Harper was in it.
Yeah.
Why the and then
Why he lost to
And then
AJ
what?
Styles?
Wait. So that means that Luke Harper will come back as a babyface or a heel?
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know anymore.
That makes no sense.
I don't know. Wow.
But at the same time, would it like if he's gonna get the cult back together?
You need a cult.
Yeah.
The second time his cult has been taken away from him.
Again. Oh, going over NXT too? Awesome.
I kind of want to talk about it.
Three
But anyhow,
matches.
so what do you think? What do you think about WrestleMania? So
I
far?
think this is a build up to a C level
Yes.
so far.
The only matches I care
build
about.
up to be one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time.
Oh yeah. The only matches I care about, Taker's match, because it's Taker.
I don't give a
But
shit.
it looks like it's leading to Roman turning heel, but I'm probably gonna get fooled. I know I probably am. At least I know it's.
I didn't think about it until someone.
Cruiserweight title match, Raw Tag Team title match I care about somewhat, and forget the title match, but.
US title check.
And
The US title.
I sort of care about the WWE title match. Just shouldn't be for the WWE Championship.
Shouldn't main event WrestleMania.
Which
I
by the
didn't think that's the point.
If you think of it though, how many main events are going to be on the show?
It is
Because
WrestleMania.
every single match is supposedly the main event.
Chris, you gotta know this. The main event is the last match on the show.
It's the last match.
Every
Only
single match is the main event. Of
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
This
you're
isn't
wrestling
no-
in WrestleMania match. You're wrestling Triple H.
But we didn't talk. So do you think Seth Rollins versus Triple H is happening after what happened on Raw last week?
No.
Yes, because that's a good sign that he's not cleared to compete, but the groundwork is there.
Yeah.
Him taking those bumps is a good sign.
The only thing I
So-
am interested in that too. So that's a.
And the
I am super duper. I want to talk about this that's another thing I want to talk about.
Alright. And then we'll talk about NXT.
Takeover or the shows?
We'll preview Takeover like we did.
Okay, good takeover because I really don't want to talk about NXT.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's where you're gonna lose.
No, I want to talk about takeover. Just not the episodes of NXT. I'm going over them.
Just the preview. Just like
Preview takeover.
Anyhow, so what do you want to talk about that segment anyways?
See, my
Like a train flake.
my
All right.
two
Steve, you need
cents.
for another.
Oh wait, being in front of the camera.
Okay, I'll do it in a second then.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna talk about that segment, but Steve's gonna go fucking rape the table real quick.
I rigged the table. Gearing up for my adventure.
Well, it's an old table, so I'm pretty sure it's not young. So,
Steve, I want to hand you a healthy handshake.
a helping handshake.
A healthy handshake between.
A helping hands.
All right.
Ooh! Walk out! Go! Run!
Oh wait, it didn't catch on camera.
Hang on.
Alright.
You didn't catch it.
Run!
I
God damn it,
did
don't
that thing, but I'll shake his hand.
By the way, you're nerdy.
Oh my god. Oh no, camera.
See, I would have been hysterical if you just ran away.
Wait, Joe,
He does this.
can you tell what's up there? That's
Just like smile for a second, start to frown, turn around and run.
When you
Yep.
did that, you just ran.
Yeah, you went like this. I stepped forward and you started to run.
Just
Okay,
like-
try it. Okay, ready to go.
Like, oops.
See, like, again, you just ran.
he tried to.
Well, you
Oh,
smiled.
no.
You smiled in his face. Alright, you're not the champion anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You're not
no.
the champion anyway. You'll never fucking.
It's a repeat of WrestleMania 31 build up when people would throw in the ice.
You'll never ever hold that championship again.
Let's see if John takes off with it.
I am the incredible championship owner, person, human man.
Alright, so
It was nice to be old champion.
let's
That's
preview
the reason why I came back.
let's preview NXT takeover.
Let's preview Tanky Takeover, and I'll talk about the Raw segment.
Oh wait, actually talk about the last one.
Let's preview Takeover first. Let's get that
So
out of the way.
a match I'm really interested in is this triple threat tag team.
What are you doing? You're like skateboarding over here.
So I'm really interested in this triple threat tag team elimination match for the NXT tag team titles between the Authors of Pain, Revival, and #DIY. This is a match that actually has story. It's not just randomly thrown together.
It looks fucking phenomenal. The Authors of Pain look like one of those. They look like the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Where in like the 80s and the 90s, where they were the most dominant tag team
But pretty
in
much,
professional wrestling.
they've
Like
been
no
doing-
one could beat them.
This is the building of this feud. They have #DIY who got the rematch, but the Revival screwed it up, and they ended up hitting the Shattered Machine, which was really impressive, onto
That looks great.
one of the Authors of Pain members.
As much as I hate on the Revival, I can't deny that in-ring work and that
Yeah.
those mic skills. I mean, they've really gotten so much fucking better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Here's the
I like them still, but like, you know, they've won me over
What
a
do you
little
hate
bit.
about
Their fucking gimmick.
Okay.
That's
Here's
the thing I'll always
but
hate about
here's the
them.
thing. The revival makes it's really stupid name. It's like something we've gone through Whites.
Yeah.
The revival.
The revival.
But I also like
What are they reviving? There's nothing to revive there.
Sister Abigail.
But I love this match. Everybody in this match has issues. Revival and #DIY from last year. They were voted the best NXT match of the year.
Best match of the year, actually.
No, they said NXT.
I know, but that was the best match last
Okay.
year. That 2 out of 8 falls
And then
That was
you know, they have
awesome.
the Authors of Pain and the #DIY who have an issue. And then the Revival and the Authors of Pain have some sort of issue, and it makes sense. Because you can't do the Authors of Pain versus the Revival, two heel teams. So I think this
Makes
match
sense.
is going to be phenomenal. Authors of Pain, I fully expect to just dominate this match.
Yep, I picked them to win.
I'm not saying
I think
I
they'll be the longest rating NXT tag team.
I really want the Ascension's record to be broken. They don't
I think
deserve that
that
record.
I think it will get broken
The
because
Transcension.
I think Aiken and Brazier are better than fucking Connor and Victor.
Get the
So,
fuck. Yeah, how about this? How about Connor and Victor get Future Endeavor this year? How about that?
how about Connor and Victor go in a match against the Authors of Pain?
How about
Yeah.
Connor go back to his old gimmick about cheese? He had this obsession with cheese.
I get that obsession with away. He
Remember
thought
that?
it was a rat.
No.
He thought it was a rat.
He was in NXT when he was first in NXT, the original NXT.
Yeah.
He had a gimmick where he was obsessed with cheese. Not making this up.
No,
It was a
really-
legitimate
Yes.
Look it up. Look it up.
Where
Look it
Rick,
up.
where Rick Victor liked cheese.
Yes. He
No,
was
no, no.
obsessed-
Connor.
Oh, Connor, yes. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
The reality TV show. I thought you were talking about Victor. I was
No,
like,
no, no.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, Connor's the one.
So then we
Oh,
have.
yeah, I remember that.
So then we have the NXT Women's Championship match between Asuka and I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to that too. This should be a really good match.
It should be
Emma
way
Moon
better.
should probably win the.
Emma Moon?
Fucking better than their triple threat match they had, which was a mega disappointment.
The Fatal 4, you mean?
Because, yeah, whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
was, I don't even fucking know anymore. Like, honestly, like, it was a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Because what was the point of having Nikki Cross and then just to get laid out on a fucking table and doing one move?
Yeah.
Was that the point of ever gonna be in the match?
But I like this build up. This is a match that has a lot of story behind it, even though they haven't physically been involved with each other. You know, you have Asuka who's run through the entire. They both haven't lost a match yet, actually.
Yep.
They're both dominant. Emma Moon's the perfect person to take this title off of Asuka.
Asuka, and then
Street
Asuka
fight.
can come up the SmackDown to face off against
So
little
Bobby-
tiny Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Which is a match we never got in NXT because
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss was called up way too soon.
Yeah, they called up like the next crop of NXT women too early.
Yeah.
Carmella.
Carmella way too early. I mean, I can
I get
understand.
entertained. I
people-
get entertaining with fucking Carmella. I think she's entertaining.
Well, not right now.
Not right now because you don't know.
But she was back then.
Yeah.
She's actually she was improving back then in NXT, and then they just called, and then Alexa Bliss got called up way too soon. But
She got called to Nia Jax.
Alexa Bliss, I don't think I called her. I think she was fine.
yeah,
But
the storyline.
really,
is-
she was Carmella.
Yeah.
Way too soon.
I thought Alexa
See,
Bliss.
they had just brought up Enzo and Cass, and they said, that you weren't gonna go up with them.
Yeah.
And you know what happens? A couple months later, she gets called up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
on,
then
on the
it's
wrong
not like
brand.
she-
On the wrong brand.
It's not like she fucking got called up because she improved. She stayed the same.
Yeah. And
She
then we
didn't
have.
do anything. She got blander actually.
Most notable thing that's happened to her. 1, 2.
No, this is even Marie.
Yeah, I know, but it was an ad for her.
Oh.
Kick out. Oh god, she's terrible.
But
she's
then
fuck her.
She is the
Literally.
worst. And guess what? She's probably gonna win the title because she's coming back out something anyway.
I hope not.
You know what, if that happened, I kind of want to see what the
Well, she
reaction would
only
be
has
if that
like one
happened.
foot at the door already because she's filming movies.
Oh, never mind.
So I don't know if she's still
It
in
could,
these
John, it
now
could still happen though.
or not, but she has like 50 gajillion.
So then we have a match
movies.
I'm really interested in: Nakamura versus Bobby Roode for the NXT title.
Dude, I love this match. This is by far the.
Bobby Roode retained his championship against Cassius Ohno. I thought you had mentioned that you didn't like that finish. I felt like there was some wishy-washy finish, but Bobby Roode actually retained his championship clean.
Yeah,
No
he does the
bullshit.
fucking. He does 3 of his finishers, and Bobby Roode kicks out of all 3 of them. Bobby Roode hits 1 move and he wins.
Hey,
I'm
Cassius
like,
Ohno.
what the fuck?
What finishers did he hit?
He hit the Diamond Dust, which is like the flip cutter
Okay.
from the top rope. Yeah, fat Cassius Ohno can do that.
Fat
And then he hit the rolling elbow.
Well, Bobby Roode rolled out of the ring, so that gave him
And
time to
then-
recover.
Oh,
well, 2 seconds? Like, it's on him to recover. And then he went for it again, and then Rude hit the DDT more.
Well, it puts over Rude's DDT.
Plus, I'm not gonna do a face versus
two
face.
finishers.
Plus the storyline's there between Bobby Roode and Nakamura after what happened at the last takeover.
Yep.
And they made Nakamura look good by having him come back a few weeks ago and defeat T.J. Perkins.
I wouldn't have been upset had he not done both of his finishers.
What if he only did one?
If he did neither of them,
What if he did?
Bobby Roode just won the match.
How about if Bobby Roode won the match in 15 seconds?
I would be happy. I wanted to win the match.
So I get to talk about.
So what if all these matches ended at 15 seconds?
I fucking pissed.
But so talk about this NXT title match. You can talk about it.
Awesome.
No title changes. All the matches ended 15 seconds by disqualification due to runs. Like,
No, due to kicking to its ass. That is like the absolute worst. Here's the thing, I don't mind 15-second matches, it's just like main event. And it's DQ by kicking to its ass. I hate that finish so much.
they're all kicking too much
Explain why you
ass.
hate to do that finish, because I like.
Well, here's the explanation. So the person that's in control is clearly dominating the person, gets disqualified for being too dominant. What sense does that make?
The kicking too much ass finish is the best.
Kicking too much ass.
John, but if you become a wrestler and you got disqualified for kicking too much ass,
I would kick the shit out of the ref.
You know what he do? He kicked more ass.
Yeah. The bell won't bother me. I'll keep beating him up, and then I'll pin him anyway. I'll push the ref out of the way. I lay down the guy, and I have his head leg hook. I do 1, 2, 3. I'm the real winner, and I leave.
That's the championship.
If he's the champion, I steal the title.
if that's a finish one day, would you laugh?
I was like, that
It's
was
not even done before.
Trademark.
Ambrose.
Yeah, Ambrose did it.
Ambrose did it.
trademark. Me.
But anyhow,
Actually, I
so
should trademark that finish.
talk about this NXT championship match though.
Okay, so these are two of obviously the best wrestlers in NXT.
Yep.
Bobby Roode is third on my list of my favorite wrestlers, only behind AJ and Kurt, obviously.
Of all time, or you just saying?
Of all time, I love Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's been
I
probably.
want to say he's my third of all time, but he's definitely three.
Well, this is all personal opinion here.
Yeah.
Him in 2000, when he won the world title, when he was the heel Bobby Roode,
That was awesome.
that was awesome. That entire.
I love him as a heel because he's one of those people that goes in there and he backs it up.
He goes in there. He has the suits, and he's so intense. And I love. He actually had a few with Bully Ray, even though the match sucked. Like I
Yeah.
fully expected like them to have like fights in like the parking lot or the gym or at McDonald's. Can you
Oh my
picture?
God.
I'm just picturing like Bobby Roode at a going through the drive-through. McDonald's right there. I want a Big Mac and fries.
No, but
Or it's like-
that menu.
Or he goes into McDonald's to go order a burger, and Bully Ray is behind that counter.
Yeah, they believe it's
But anyhow,
milk book.
but then
It'll be like the
But if Bobby-
supermarket brawl, but it'll be McDonald's.
but Bobby Roode comes to it, especially with this gimmick now. He's like, I'm here to make this place glorious, but this place just isn't glorious enough.
Fry oil. Buddy Roode's dead. On the spot.
But anyhow, yeah,
By the way,
but
I still have my ego T-shirt of the Elite Gentlemen's Organization.
I can't believe they ended that gimmick to begin with.
It lasted all of a couple of weeks.
Yeah, like,
So,
that sucks.
extraordinary.
Why? Because we're better
gentlemen.
than you. Sure.
But anyhow, so continue talking about the NXT title match.
Okay, so sequels are never good as the first match. That's kind of
It's
obvious.
a guarantee.
Yeah.
But I will personally enjoy this match.
Yeah.
It's been so far my favorite match of the year. It's the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was awesome. I had that great dramatic ending of was Nakamura actually hurt or not?
Or was he
I love
gonna-
it.
was he-
I feel like he wasn't actually.
Were they
gonna
gonna throw the match away or?
I love those like type of finishes.
Yep.
But I definitely think Roode's keeping the championship.
Yeah, no, I think Roode's keeping the title. Nakamura will be called on SmackDown or on Raw.
Well,
I mean, he has to be on
so-
SmackDown. I wish he would end up on SmackDown because SmackDown needs stars.
Yeah.
Stars, damn it. Because one of your key main events is Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles.
I know.
Shane will
The three main matches on SmackDown, a mixed tag team match.
Yep.
He flipping out, John.
Because his name's in the match. That's why.
Fuck you in that match.
And
Every
then-
person named John in the world.
But anyhow,
Fuck off.
so what do you think about this? And you know the funny? I'm looking forward to taking.
Is that all the matches so far? Or not?
Yeah. There'll probably be like a match with like Eric Young versus Ty Dillinger after what happened at NXT.
I think it'll be a triple threat. Not triple threat. 6 men.
Cash Cassius Ohno.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, Noel Zay,
Yeah.
Roderick Strong, and Ty Dillinger versus the, what the fuck they called again?
Sanity.
Without Sanity.
Without Nikki Cross in the match.
Yeah, absolutely not. It'll be Big Damo,
Killian Dane.
Big Damo,
They call him Killian Dane.
Eric Young, and
Alexander
Alexander
Wolf.
in the 6-man tag.
So is he a wolf?
Yes.
He's actually related to Desmond.
Wait, who's also working for NXT?
Yeah. Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't reference that they're related to each other. But anyway, I'm just joking.
With Chelsea. We're bringing Chelsea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who
Keep
Abyss?
going with Abyss.
Who Abyss?
That's
Molested.
other matches I could get added is
He had a
what do you
fucking
think?
That's
Pete
right,
Dunne.
sexual
Pete-
obsession with it.
Another match is I'm gonna get Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate for the UK title, which I would love that match.
Nasca bait.
The massive beat.
Where Pete Dunne will finally become the
He
United
watched the
States.
Bates video and he had to. Masturbate.
He's the master debater.
Yeah.
And Pete Dunne will win the
He won
UK
a
champ.
nap debate.
What else matches will get added? Maybe Chris versus John. Maybe.
5-star.
Chris, so Chris Hero versus John Cena.
Yeah.
Burn.
Some matches, but some matches Cassius Ohno, maybe
Cassius, no.
maybe Cassius Ohno versus Andrade Cien. I don't know.
The stripper? The stripper?
The stripper. The Chippendales dancer.
But anyhow, let's let Chris talk about the
Alright,
the Raw
people.
segment.
Now, let's get to my favorite part of Monday Night Raw, which was 2 hours and 50 minutes into the show.
So you're gonna talk
So
about
I
what
wasted
happened.
2 hours and 50 minutes of a show to watch a great ending.
Sounds like sex.
They're gonna talk about how it got to that point and stuff.
So
There we go.
the lead up to my favorite part of the show was they had an in-ring segment, Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon, where Mick Foley had to fire a member of the Raw roster. It really hurts Mick Foley because he's, well, obviously, not just in storyline wise, but in real life wise, like they love him.
Yeah.
He's Mick Foley is awesome,
He's the best baby. He was one of the best babies in the business.
and it was really tough for him because they all respect him. He doesn't want to fire any of them, so he
Jinder
pulls.
Mahal was really scared to get fired.
Well, he should get wellness tested because that guy's on steroids, and Meltzer pointed it out. He has all the signs of it,
Titus O'Neil was
He has all the
scared.
signs of
Titus
steroid
O'Neil was really
abuse.
scared too.
and so they're in the ring, and Mick's well respected. He doesn't want to fire anyone.
I thought he was gonna say Samoa Joe.
He pulls the comedic name out of the hat, supposedly Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, and she's like, "You can't fire me," and she gets all like bitch face, and she's like, "Pick someone," and he's like, "I picked you, Stephanie. You're a shell," and he fires her again.
Not cutting time?
And then out comes her husband, the gay, Nipple H. And
Gay nipple H.
it's from a funny website I used to go on that's destroyed now. But
Like Page's pussy.
that thing is beyond repair. So Triple H comes out and they basically take, I forget exactly what they said, but they take lethal jabs at each other.
I remember Triple H talked about how he always has cheap pots by putting the city on his hand.
Oh my god, the way
Mick Foley talks about
I laughed hysterically at that.
Triple H says that he couldn't attack him because then he could have a lawsuit, and Mick Foley
Yeah,
says, "Well, I bet you're just gonna have someone attack you just like you had Samoa Joe take out Seth Rollins."
I mean, those are some like knockout shots they had at each other.
The one that was when Triple H talked about how if you get fired, what's gonna happen to your kid, your daughter?
Oh yeah, he brings up Noel and he brings up Dewey.
Yeah.
And I thought right then and there, I thought he was gonna punch him directly in the face. And he just stood there, and I'm like, if those are my kids, I'm kicking Triple H right in the fucking nuts.
But he does do something like that. So
Yes. So
Mr. Stock
he
was signed.
then, so he tells Mick Foley to get out of the ring. Mick Foley, he tells him basically tuck his tail between his legs and get out of my ring.
Yeah.
So apparently he owns the ring now. So,
Well, he does because it's
He's the CEO.
yeah.
but it's Vince's ring. He owns it, not Stephanie. Stephanie doesn't own these arenas. Anyway, so he So he walks to the turnbuckle, and he reaches his hand down to his dick piece and grabs out his Mr. Sacco, and the crowd erupts. It was a humongous pop for him. And, Triple H turns around like he's shocked all of a sudden now. And he goes over and, of course he strips down like he always does.
Yeah.
And then Mick locks in the mandible claw. Stephanie comes over, hits him in the dick, which is uncalled for. And then
She already castrates something every week.
I don't think there's anything left there to hit, but there's nothing.
The best part is the best part would be if Mick turned around and had come.
Great. then walked in Sacco on her. That would have been hysterical.
But he can't do that because.
Well, he could. It would be great. So he's on the ground writhing in pain because he's got hit in the dick.
Yeah.
And then Triple H looks like he's going to capitalize on it because Stephanie's going over.
In real life they
Finish
can't.
him.
In real life they can't because Mick Foley
Finish
is
him.
legit.
And
But I feel like Mick Foley would be fine because he's a
Well, he's going for hip surgery, isn't he?
he is,
Yeah.
he hasn't had it yet. So I think this might be his
Send off.
way. Maybe after Mania he'll have it because the rumors are that maybe Kurt Angle will be the general manager. But so it looks like it's gonna end bad for Mick Foley when the surprise. This had me fucking jump out of my seat when Seth Rollins came up. I did not expect it to be a Raw at all. So Seth comes out, throws his crutch down. Foreshadow. Throws his crutch down, and it looks like he's fine.
Yeah.
He comes like a house on fire and absolutely fucking dismembers Triple H. Beats the shit out of him. Triple H leaves the ring, grabs the crutch, and then he neutralizes Triple H. Crutch, drops the crutch. Seth, for some reason, goes to bounce off the ropes instead of hitting the pedigree, and gets destroyed. Hits him with the crutch. Seth fucking hobbles down to the mat, and then Triple H just beats the shit out of him again. Locks him in the Indian Death Lock, which is fucking brutal. And I think then Seth gets back up again, and then he hits him again with the crutch, and Seth, obviously writhing in pain, goes down. And there was questions as if Seth Rollins will be able, to be able to appear at WrestleMania.
This is more of an
okay.
encouraging sign.
And this right here is an encouraging sign because he's not cleared to compete yet. But seeing him, the condition that he was in,
Yeah.
like taking bumps with the crutch shot and everything, he looks like he's not good to go, but he's getting there.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't do that if he wasn't like. Of course, they haven't cleared him to actually wrestle yet.
Yeah.
Meltzer came out later on and said, he's actually not cleared to compete yet. But that was an encouraging sign that, or it's Seth Rollins rushing him.
Yeah.
Too at the same time.
But I'm interested.
I am too. I'm actually stoked to see what's gonna happen tonight.
I love this.
So,
the H game. The H
One
game.
final thing I want to ask you before we end this off, because the Hardy's boys, then we can wait till the next episode, because that's not going to affect. But this next thing, Mauro Ranallo, obviously he missed SmackDown this week. They say it was because of the weather, but he's been getting shit on for missing it. Josh Matthews and Kaz has been giving him shit. JBL gave him shit.
There was a snowstorm in the Northeast.
That's what I thought.
There was. They were closing. They were shutting flights down. Just
But
because
then-
you got there, JBL, dude, you're from fucking the Bahamas, okay? You're nowhere near where the storm was. And David Otunga actually was active.
Yeah.
He actually had a gig that he was.
But everyone's giving crap about Mauro Ranallo missing. They're saying, well, maybe he's stepping away from WWE because he's doing UFC. I've been reading something.
He was in the Northeast, like all of us pretty much are.
But I don't see like Mauro Ranallo.
Well, except for me.
Yeah. But I don't think
But
Mauro Ranallo.
you were driving.
Well, no. What day is that? Tuesday?
Yeah.
I was born.
You already informed.
But
right?
Mauro
I'm
Ranallo, I don't see him being the type of guy that just randomly misses a
Yeah.
show for no reason.
It
But
had to
another
be a specific
suspicion
reason.
is they're saying that his Twitter's he's normally very vocal on
Yeah,
Twitter.
because him and JBL. See me, WWE's prioritizing the wrong announcers.
Oh, yeah.
They're prioritizing JBL and Face Fuck Phillips over Mauro Ranallo when
Tom-
it should not be that way.
Yeah.
JBL is by far the worst commentator I have ever fucking seen. He is terrible.
I don't know
But
if he's
yet
face, I don't know if he's heel sometimes.
They're prioritizing JBL over him.
Yeah.
Which, I get it, JBL's fucking long ass tenure in WWE. He's a WWE guy. He's a WWE Muppet. And, you know, Vince has his fucking hand up his ass.
Yeah.
But Morrow is the much better commentator.
So I don't know. So I'm hoping he doesn't get shit for this. I don't think he will because it's a snowstorm. I mean,
It's a snowstorm. You can't fucking
Yeah.
shit on a guy for not appearing because of a snowstorm that literally he could not make it for.
yeah. So I don't get why he's getting shit on. But I think,
Because it's WWE.
Yeah.
It's
This isn't even
I'm
WWE.
surprised they, they threw a jab at David Otunga, but I'm surprised, they're not making fun of David Otunga because he wasn't there.
yeah, I said that too.
They took one jab at him. Oh, he's acting. Wow, he's actually doing something he wants to do.
But then,
He's not very good at it,
Mo
but still.
But then Mo Winalo's a guy that the company man, he'll.
Yeah, he does fuck up some, moves here and there, and names and everything.
Well,
But
I've given him crap like that because he
we've
doesn't.
all given him credit for it, but at the same time, he's still the best commentator WWE has today.
Play by play, I'd say.
Commentator, period. And then Corey Graves is behind him.
Yeah.
An entire WWE.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're done.
We're done, people.
We gotta do you guys do the plugs.
Oh, Football Reporters 2:30, first off season recap so far. A lot to talk about. That's coming out on Wednesday. South Park reviews will be starting next week. Next Monday is the first official episode airing. So,
Tune in that, people.
On your
It's going to be really
channel?
interesting.
On
Yes,
my
it is.
channel, yeah.
John Tutty, people.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
Tutty, right? Or the Squirtle with the fucking sunglasses.
Yep.
And then check out all my other channels in the description box.
Yeah, just look.
Bye.
You're out of the shot.
No one can see us now. It's not full screen.
Oh,
Redo it. God damn it, Owen.
so this being the bloopers?
Bloopers at the end. Fucking bloopers, baby.